Class 3A District 8 title is on the line here tonight between these two powerhouse programs here this year. This could be a great matchup, a makeup game here from earlier when we got washed out in early October. We're back here tonight on a special edition Tuesday night of high school football, and a district title is on the line here tonight. Merritt Island's going to be receiving the opening kickoff.
Want you to call everybody you know and let them know that Space Coast Daily and the Friday Night Locker Room is on, because we have the whole gang here tonight. We got Gavin Keith down in the trailer. We got Beth York on the camera. Zane Garcia and Ron Krieger are down on the field. AJ's here, and Carly Lawrence is here along with Zach Clark. And myself, Orville Susong, we're all ready to go. 12 minutes on the clock. It's Merritt Island against the Gallie Commodores. Gallie Commodores getting ready to kick off. And here we go, and we're all set to go.
And kickoff goes, and what a great... A little bit of a squib kick out of bounds, and that is about normal for what Gallie does. They don't want to give up a big return, so good job there for Merritt Island. They're going to get a good field position here to get this opening kickoff at about the 35-yard line.
Class 3A District 8 is at stake tonight. Both teams come in with a record of 6 wins and 3 losses, both obviously in Class 3A District 8. We'll see the Merritt Island Mustangs first, as they're all set to go. Looks like they're at about, excuse me, the 35-yard line. Good crowd on the Mustang side. O'Gallie's people still coming in. No score yet. Here we go. First play of the game. And that's going to be over the head of the quarterback. And that goes all the way back inside the 25-yard line. The center hiked it over the quarterback's head. Now we're looking at second down and long. Wants to throw, he'll hand it up, he'll walk it through, hand off at the 25, get it up to the 26-yard line. No score on the play as we just started. Kevin Verpale, the quarterback for the Merritt Island Mustangs. One man in the backfield, Verpale operating from the shotgun. 2 receivers on the top, 2 receivers on the bottom. Wants to throw to the far side, and he does. He has his man at the 45-yard line into Gallie territory, down to about the 48. We'll see exactly where they spot it. But a nice job that time. Good route ran by number 13, Ethan Holt. He's the leading receiver for the Merritt Island Mustangs. Hurry up offense, first down and 10 for the Mustangs. Handoff to Bates, throws it in the backfield, and they'll pull it down to about the 47-yard line. That'd be a gain of about 6. It'll be second down and 4. Now they're going to spot it at the 45. So it'll be second down and about 5.
This is what you're going to see with the Merritt Island offense. They like to move with a lot of tempo, especially if they have a lot of success on the early downs, to make sure they stay on schedule and catch Gallie off guard and a little bit on their heels right here early on.
Verpale handoff to the running back. Headed to the line of scrimmage. Second effort will get him about 3 yards. It's going to be third down and short for the Merritt Island Mustangs.
In Orville tonight, it's going to be so important for Gallie to make sure that they, after first contact, that they bring down the Merritt Island Mustangs immediately and not allow those leaky yards here early on in this drive. Those are yards that are going to be very premium later on in the game if we anticipate we're going to have a close game. So this is going to be a big moment to be able to establish momentum early on in this drive.
Third down and about 3 for the Mustangs. Verpale in the shotgun position, 1 running back. Man in motion going to the far side. Fakes a handoff, Verpale keeps it, and he'll take it over the 40-yard line down to the 38, and that will be enough for a Merritt Island first down. That's the first down of the game.
Kevin Verpale is a recent Pittsburgh commit. He announced his commitment to Pittsburgh, the quarterback for the Merritt Island Mustangs. He's had a tremendous year this year with 20 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, and over 2,000 yards passing, without boasting a 62% completion percentage. He's had a really good year in his junior season.
Kevin Verpale, the quarterback, the second leading rusher on the roster for the Merritt Island Mustangs. So you're looking at first down and 10 for the Mustangs. Ball at the 38-yard line of O'Gallie. Verpale. And we're going to have a timeout.
Early timeout there by the Merritt Island Mustangs. A little bit of confusion on probably what that play was. So head coach Tyler Murray, he's done a great job with this program and taking it to and continuing the great success that that they're accustomed to at Merritt Island High School. They went on that huge state championship run that went in on 2021 with runner-up as they took on Miami Central. But a great job here by Coach Tyler Murray. He's a great coach here in Brevard County. And on the other side, you got Coach Sands, and look what he did to that O'Gallie program and where they are. I mean, yeah, night and day.
He's done real well at O'Gallie. And both of these coaches love their guys. So that's they love the players love playing for both of these coaches. So to be first down and 10 for the Merritt Island Mustangs. Kevin Verpale operating out of the shotgun, one running back in the backfield. Now it's an empty backfield as we've got 4 receivers on the top, 1 receiver on the bottom. Only 4 offensive linemen for the Mustangs. We've seen this play before. Here's the snap. Verpale fakes it. He'll run it, and he does, and he's caught at the line of scrimmage, and he'll be dropped there. Making the stop for the O'Gallie Commodores will be the big number 44, Jason Melendor, and it'll be second down and 10 for the Merritt Island Mustangs.
Also names to keep an eye on here today for the Merritt Island offense. Deshaun Thomas, we're going to be calling his name quite a bit here tonight. He has over 10 total touchdowns. He's one of their go-to wide receivers. He's number 8, but he'll also line up at the quarterback position in kind of a wildcat formation and for their short yardage situations.
Second down and 10. Verpale calls for the ball, fakes a handoff, throwing it deep. Everybody's calling for a flag. We'll see what happens here.
See what pass interference on the defense.
It's going to be on the defense on O'Gallie. That'll help the Merritt Island Mustangs drive. They've only got 1 first down, but this will help them. They'll walk it past the 30. Walk it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and it'll be first down from the 21. Merritt Island ready to go.
Oh, great drive here for Merritt Island here, the first drive of this game.
Alex Hernandez in the backfield. They fake the handoff to the man in motion, coming to the outside. Good pass was a little high, but O'Gallie was right there defending it for O'Gallie. Tay Johnson. And that will be second down and 10 for the Merritt Island Mustangs.
O'Gallie donned in the all-red uniforms and Merritt Island in the all-black uniforms here tonight on the final regular season game here in Brevard County football.
Second down and 10. Verpale from the shotgun. Running back in the backfield, Deshaun Thomas. Man in motion going across, hands it to the man in motion, gets the corner all the way down inside the 15-yard line, down to the 14 to be a gain of 8. And there'll be third down and 2 for the Mustangs. Well, it'll be third down and 3 for the Mustangs. Nice run that time.
Merritt Island doing a really nice job here on this drive, getting third and manageable situations here, not getting into extended long third and longs. That's going to be a recipe for success for them if they are going to be victorious tonight. That is going to be very key for them here tonight.
Hernandez split wide, coming in motion now to the near side. There's a hand, and we're going to have a flag. They're going to get the Merritt Island Mustangs this time, I believe, for a false start, but we'll wait and see.
Going to be a false start, and broadcaster's curse, Orville. Right there, we were just talking a little bit about third and short. Now you're in about a long third and about 7 yards. It's going to be a little bit of a challenge here. They do have some great players on the outside here at Merritt Island, and we're going to talk a little bit more about them here in just a little bit. But here's a big third down here for O'Gallie. If they can hold them to a field goal here, this would be a major win for O'Gallie.
Hernandez, the running back for Merritt Island, standing behind his quarterback. Verpale operating out of the shotgun. Here's the snap. Fakes a handoff. That running, throws to the end zone.
Got it.
And it's caught by Merritt Island.
Kamar Fielder.
Number 6, Kamar Fielder with the touchdown. That'll be the first points on the board tonight, and that'll be for the Merritt Island Mustangs.
What a great job there by Kamar Fielder. He did a great job of settling back into the end zone and saw where the defenders were not, and just has settled right back in the end zone. Perfect throw there by Verpale, seeing the great arm there that he has.
The good thing about Verpale that time, he didn't worry, he didn't get happy feet. The point after is good. So as we take a look at the State Farm Insurance scoreboard, 7:28 to go in the first quarter. The Mustangs score first. It's 7-0.
Well, that was a textbook drive there, Orville. A great job there by the Merritt Island Mustangs offense, doing a great job, orchestrating a great drive on the opening possession. Just about everything that you would want. This Gallie defense is very stout up front, and we're going to mention some names here in just a little bit about how great that they have been. But a great job by the Merritt Island Mustang offense. They have done an excellent job here this year at scoring points. They've scored a lot of them. They're a prolific offense, maybe the best offense here in Brevard County. So great job there and a great start here for Merritt Island. Now we're going to see how does Gallie respond to a drive like that.
Well, the one thing that they have to do is try to get good field position on the kickoff if you can. But 2 reasons O'Gallie's been so successful is Xavier Lassier and also Xavier Corbin. The 2 X guys, the quarterback and the running back, and Corbin normally runs it back for the Gallie Commodores. I didn't see exactly who had it, but it's work it up to about the 30-yard line. So nice return for the Gallie Commodores. We'll see them first. And it'd be 1st and 10 for them. So the Gallie Commodores will start it off here, 1st and 10. The Merritt Island Mustangs answered first with a 12-yard touchdown run. Point after was good. At the 7:23 mark, it's 7-0 in favor of the Merritt Island Mustangs. We'll see the Gallie Commodores for the first time. It's 1st and 10 from their own 35-yard line.
They got a great quarterback, and Xavier Larice committed to the University of Oregon and expected to be at Oregon in December.
From the shotgun, hands off to his running back, gets around the outside, and he's slung down at the 41, but we have a false start, I believe, on the Gallie Commodores. I'll quit doing that. I'll just say we have a flag, and then we'll worry about it later. But
in the position of either an illegal formation or lining up off sides.
Xavier Corbin, the running back that time, picked up nice yardage, got to the outside quickly, which he does. Corbin with 9 touchdowns, 826 yards. He's averaging over 12 yards a carry when he carries the ball. So how would you like to have that, Zach, a running back that averages a first down +2 every time he touches the ball?
Larice's personal foul face mask on Merritt Island, but another personal foul, horse collar on Merritt Island. So 2 penalties right there. And
so Gallie will get their first down, and you can thank the Merritt Island Mustangs for it.
Xavier Larice, he is a special one. They call him X as a nickname, and he's going to be a very special.
So they'll walk it all the way down to the Merritt Island Mustang 46-yard line. 44-yard line, excuse me. Handoff, Corbin straight up the middle, gets a nice block. Takes a lot of people with him down to the 35. Almost a first down. It'll be 9-yard gain for, no, they're going to give him 10.5 yards. And it'll be the second first down for the Gallie Commodores.
Xavier Corbin, another special one. We're going to be calling his name quite a bit over the next few years. Only a freshman, Orville, and he's got all offers from every college across the nation, and he is going to be a special one here in over the next few years here in Brevard County.
His older brother, Ja'Shawn Corbin, in the NFL.
Yep.
1st and 10, quarterback shotgun. That's Larisi. Here's a handoff. Fakes a handoff. He keeps it. He has the corner on the outside. Cuts it back in a little bit to the 30. Down inside the 30, down to the 27-yard line. Nice run by the quarterback. He'll pick up about 6 yards on the play. It's going to be 2nd and 4 for the Commodores. Larisi running the ball. He's got almost 800 yards. He's averaging over 8 yards a carry. So between him and Corbin, they like to run the ball. You may not see Larisi throw the ball all night long.
That's right. I was just going to allude to my next point is you're not going to see O'Gallie throw the ball much in this game, and if you do, it'll be maybe you can count it on maybe one hand. This is going to be a heavy running offense. They have been ever since they had the injury to their quarterback, Joseph Allen.
2nd and 4. Handoff, running back, straight up the middle. Enough for a first down. He gets a little push-cush there, and he'll get enough for a first down and pick up 4.5 yards on the play to be another first down for the O'Gallie Commodores. That'll be the 3rd one of this drive.
Both teams having really good drives here early on, and we got ourselves an officials timeout here for a water break. So we'll take a quick break here from the O-Dome. Early on, Merritt Island Mustangs leading 7-0 here with 5:31 to go in the first quarter. Oh. Okay. All right, welcome back here into the O-Dome. Merritt Island leading 7-0 here as O'Gallie takes over after the officials timeout for a water break. We're halfway through the first quarter. O'Gallie marching on.
1st and 10 for O'Gallie, quarterback in the shotgun. Nice Larisi. Hands off to Richardson, tries to get to the outside, and he does, still on his feet, down the sidelines. Donovan Richardson, number 7, takes it into the end zone.
Wow.
And just like that, Zach O'Gallie on the ground, marches down. Running back Donovan Richardson in for the touchdown.
What a play there by Donovan Richardson. He just kept that play alive. He didn't give up on that play, and Merritt Island fighting through some arm tackles, wasn't able to bring him down. He just bounced out to the outside where they weren't, went around the whole pile and went in for the end zone. That was a great job there, great vision there by Richardson to continue to continue the play and then march on for a touchdown and extra point away. They're actually going to go for a 2-point conversion here. Oh, actually, they're going to say he actually stepped out of bounds. So he's actually, did they? Oh, that's a 2-point conversion.
Man in motion. Quarterback's going to keep it. He's going to get in trouble. He's going to reverse his field, head the other way. The Mustangs defense closes in on him. He can't get in. Larisi. The Mustangs stop the 2-point conversion. So at the 5:14 mark in the first quarter, it's the Merritt Island Mustangs 7 and the O'Gallie Commodores 6.
Big decision there from Coach Sands, deciding to go for 2 on the 2-point conversion. No good. So Merritt Island leading 7-6. Don't know what the field goal situation is for O'Gallie as to why they wouldn't kick the extra point and tie the game up. However, deciding to be a little bit aggressive here tonight here for the district title that is on the line. And what a great job there for both offenses, making a statement early on, marching down the field with relative ease.
So the O'Gallie Commodores return the favor to the Merritt Island Mustangs, except they try a 2-point conversion. It does not work. Merritt Island defense snubbed it out, and its score is 7-6 as O'Gallie gets ready to kick it back to the Merritt Island Mustangs. 5:14 to go here in the first quarter. It's the Merritt Island Mustangs 7 and the Gallie Commodores 6. Getting ready to kick it now. Trey Hill, he'll be set to go. He'll kick it from his own 40-yard line. And here's the kick. It's going to be a squibbler down the field. Taken up to 25, up to the 30, up to the 37-yard line. And that will be where the Merritt Island Mustangs will start, 1st and 10.
Good heads-up play there by Keith Hamilton, the junior wide receiver. With a return man, picked that ball up and got to the Merritt Island with some good field position here. Ball placed at about the 32-yard line. Good field position as we see the second possession here for the Merritt Island Mustangs here tonight. Merritt Island did a great job of controlling the line of scrimmage here early on in this game, and we'll be curious to see how Gallie does some stunts or some moves and gimmicks up front to try to confuse this offensive line here for Merritt Island.
So the run right up the middle, take it up to the 36-yard line, still on his feet, won't go down.
Wow.
And there's the flag. Kevin Verpale was calling for one, and the official listened to him, and he threw the flag.
Alex Hernandez is the ball carrier on that. A little bit of extracurricular activity afterwards. So this is going to probably tack on another 15 yards with the personal foul.
So that'll give Merritt Island a 1st down as they walk it off. They'll pass 50-yard line into Gallie territory, and that'll be the first down for the Mustangs of this drive.
Definitely do not want to give Merritt Island any free yards. This offense can definitely take advantage of that. And now the ball's already past midfield after one play.
Man in motion going to the far side. Verpale calls for it, hits the man in motion at the 50, down to the 45, 40, down to the 35-yard line.
Femi Howard, senior wide receiver, with a great catch there. Got enough for another 1st down. Just relative ease here early on for this Merritt Island offense. Not too much trouble moving the ball here early on in this game.
Well, the thing for Gallie, they're going to have to stop the pass, and the thing for the Mustangs, they're going to have to stop the run. So here we go, Verpale, man in motion coming to the far side, and he hits him in stride, turns up the field, hit at the 30 and dropped that time. Alon Adams. Alon Adams will drop the ball at the 30-yard line. And that's going to be shy of the 1st down.
Adams leading the Merritt Island Mustangs in rushing this year with over 500 yards and 9 touchdowns this year. He's done a great job being that go-to back for the Mustangs here this season.
Merritt Island with the ball, lowers his head. What a run that time by Alon Adams. And he'll get the 1st down, 3rd 1st down of this drive for the Merritt Island Mustangs. First drive, they went 2 1st downs and then a 12-yard touchdown pass to Kamar Fielder, Mustangs do it again. And he's out of bounds at the 15.
Pass to Howard. Another great pitching catch there right out to the outside so far. It's Merritt Island offense very sharp here on the ground and through the air as well. Just having their way right now. Really having this Gallie defense very confused here early on.
Merritt Island with no huddle. Verpale calls for the ball. Here's a snap. Verpale keeps it. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage. Nice defense that time by number 44, Jason Melindo. And it's going to be 3rd down.
Probably one of the best defensive plays that Gallie's had here early on here in this 1st quarter.
3rd down and 6 for the Mustangs. Again in the backfield, that's Alon Adams. 1 receiver wide right, 1 wide left. Man in motion going to the far side. Verpale wants to throw. He's in trouble. He's running, and he'll throw it out of bounds.
That's going to be intentional.
Let's see if they get a flag.
There
I
was
don't see one.
There was no wide receiver in the area. He was in the pocket. Oh, actually, they're going to say he was just outside the pocket. So, nope, they're going to drop the flag.
That's a little late.
A very late flag. They were rolling out the field goal kicking unit. But,
let's throw a flag.
Referee was saying he was in the pocket. So this is going to be intentional ground, a loss of down, and a spot foul. But boy, they got a great kicker in Liam Miller. He is one of the special kickers here in Brevard County. He's been known to boom 50-yarders with relative ease. So this is going to be about, as it stands right now, they're placing this at about the 37-yard line. This would be about a 54-yard field goal.
Want to say hello to Josh Woods and his mom, Tina. They're watching. Terrell Nelmans is watching. Do these kids practice? Yes, they do. They messed up early for that. Greg Carnes of Gallie needs to stop going for two-point conversions. They only went for one on tonight, and they didn't get it.
Xavier Larice is back, and in case this kick is short, he is back there to receive for O'Gallie. So if the ball is short, he's going to be returning. He is a special talent. As we mentioned, he is committed to the University of Oregon, and you know Oregon recruits speed. Xavier Larice represents everything about speed, and this is going to be a little bit of a decision here for head coach Murray. Do you decide to kick about a 54-yard field goal? There is no win here tonight, so he is not going to be kicking into any win, which is very conducive for a field goal kicker to make a long field goal like this.
But say hello to Jacob Sams, Brian Hepburn, Eric Pierce, Cheryl Johnson, Melissa Harpold. Thanks, everybody, for watching the Friday Night Locker Room live on Space Coast Daily TV. It's the Merritt Island Mustangs hosting the O'Gallie Commodores, and this is for the Class 3A District 8 Championship. Means a lot to one of these teams.
Well, it looks like after second thought, they're actually going to roll out Verpale now. He is going to, looking like they might go for this, but this could be in a position where they maybe do a little pooch punt. Deep end to try to pin O'Gallie deep. I'd be very surprised if they're trying to go for this on fourth and about
12.
Well,
no,
longer than a fourth and about 20.
Verpale's going to throw it, or he's going to run for his life at the moment. Now he'll throw it. Almost intercepted, but his intended receiver that time was Deshaun Thomas, the wide receiver. And the Merritt Island Mustangs, after 3 first downs on this drive, they turn it back over to the O'Gallie Commodores on 4th and downs.
Oh, I don't know. You're about 4th and 23, and you decide to go for that. That's very risky, and now it sets up O'Gallie with decent field position now.
That will come with 2:39 left here in the first quarter, with the Merritt Island Mustangs up 7-6 over the O'Gallie Commodores.
Thomas had a chance at it. If he would have caught that, he would have been probably about 2 yards short, though. Nonetheless, this great O'Gallie offense is back on the field now. We'll see how they do in their second possession of this game.
Running the ball, gets to the outside. He's at the 45 to 50. Knocked out of bounds at the Merritt Island 45-yard line. That'll be enough for a first down.
Great run there by Corbin. He got out to the outside, had a lot of room out in the outside. It's already in Merritt Island territory after one play, and it's going to be very important. Spacing is going to be very key here for O'Gallie. They'll split out 3 to 4 wide receivers, but they do that to try to get Merritt Island in a box in the trenches to kind of get it less congested in the trenches a little bit. So whenever you see that, that's going to be what their strategy is. And why aren't they passing it?
Larice is in trouble, being chased by the Merritt Island Mustangs.
Oh my goodness,
and
what a
he
catch.
Threw it. How did he catch it?
What a catch there by O'Gallie. Off the tip pass, catches it off the deflection and gets enough for our first down. And Larice just improvised all right.
Lucas Valesi. What a catch. That'd be a O'Gallie first down. I thought that Larisi was going to be caught behind the line of scrimmage, way behind the line of scrimmage. I don't know how he come out with that one. It'd be 1st and 10 for the Commodores at the, the Merritt Island Mustang 31-yard line. Running back up the middle, cuts back inside, falls forward down to the 20-yard line. Donovan Richardson running the ball again. He's the one with the only touchdown for the Gallie Commodores. Be 2nd down and 2 for the Commodores. Kyle Clark says hi, Zach.
Well, 2nd down and short here, and this is just a great job here by this Gallie offense. They're just having so much success in the early downs once again, similar to how Merritt Island was operating here early on in this quarter.
Richardson with the ball again, turns it up, he breaks a tackle on the outside, still on his feet. We have a flag, but he takes it all the way down to the 7-yard line. But we got a flag on the play, and I believe it's going to be against the Gallie Commodores. Donovan Richardson putting his Gallie Commodores on his back here in the first quarter.
This is going to be coming back with, I believe, a hold on Gallie, so negates the great gain, and it's going to bring up 2nd down and very long here for the Gallie Commodores. But so far, just having their way up front and really controlling the line of scrimmage here early on is this Gallie offensive line, and doing a great job here early on, being able to control line of scrimmage.
Austin Carter watching the Merritt Island Mustangs. Maurice Young, hey Reese, glad to see you. They're going to walk it back for some reason. Now it's going to be 2nd down and 11.
Holding. Well, 2nd down and 11 coming up here for Gallie.
Donovan Richardson, the running back. Larisi, the quarterback, hands it off to Richard. Hit at the line of scrimmage and drop. No gain on the play there.
No, and these are the situations that Gallie does not want to be in, 3rd and long for a team that mostly likes to run the ball a lot. And when you get them in passing situations, you're really in a good spot here for the Merritt Island to be able to get your pass rushers into the game, get some substitution. This is really good territory here for Merritt Island to try to get a stop.
3rd and 9 for the Gallie Commodores.
Keep an eye on Jarvis Howell. He leads the team in tackles with over 117 tackles this season. He is very stout. He's number 0 for the Merritt Island Mustangs.
Xavier Larisi, the quarterback. Here's the snap. He'll follow the blocking. Now cuts to the outside. He's got some room. There's a flag.
It's coming back.
And he'll take it all the way down. Took it all the way to the end zone, but there's a flag. I believe this one will be coming back.
It definitely will be. It's going to be the left tackle for Gallie. He got caught holding on the left side, and that'll hurt. And you got 2 holding calls in a row. And now you're going to be back pushed at about 3rd and 19 coming up here for Gallie, and negates a touchdown.
So you're worried about them being able to run 3rd and 9. They just showed you they can go 40 yards.
Yeah. That was big 72. Got caught with his hand in the cookie jar. Joa Thomas, senior left tackle.
One of the captains tonight for the Gallie Commodores. Checks in with a hold.
Well, really good territory here for Merritt Island. Probably going to drop back a lot of players in coverage.
Be 3rd down and 19 for the Gallie Commodores.
Sorry, that left tackle was actually Jaden Jordan, junior left tackle. Don't want to make sure we get that wrong.
So Larisi, the quarterback, pitches out to the running back, tries to get it around the outside. He's ran out of bounds.
Boy, sideline to sideline, Orville. You could just see the speed for Gallie with Corbin and Larice back there. They look so dynamic back there. You know that's coming. You just don't know which way it's going to go.
Yeah. So Gallie's walking back again. Oh, we have a timeout on the field. There you go.
Be 4th down and 10 coming up here for Gallie. And it is senior night here tonight, so final regular season game here at the O Dome, and they're going to recognize the Merritt Island volleyball team, who is going to be playing in the state semifinal on November 7th.
And you'd expect to see a bunch of tall girls out there, but there's only 2. But they're very good every year.
They are. Head coach Angie Patrick, as she puts together great volleyball teams year in and year out. Over 20 years here at Merritt Island. She's a Hall of Famer, and she's done a great job with the program once again, giving them a chance to be able to win a state championship. And
so while we have an opportunity, the Merritt Island Mustangs recognizing their volleyball team, we'd like to recognize a couple of our sponsors. Goodson Paving of Cocoa, Renegade Underground of Cocoa, Al's Trophy Shop in their 2 locations, Space Coast Tire of Cocoa, Florida Master Temp Heating and Air Conditioning, and State Farm Insurance and their 4 agents that follow the Friday Night Locker Room, Alan Wester, Joe Rayleigh, Eric Ponce, and Brian West. We want to thank all of our sponsors for staying with the Friday Night Locker Room.
As a heads up, that Merritt Island volleyball game is going to be against South Walton on November 7th at 10 a.m. at Polk State College, for those that are wondering.
Polk State, there you go. So the Gallie Commodores with the ball. It's 4th down and forever. Man in motion going to the near side, spins around, comes back. Quarterback still has it. Now he's going to the end zone. Oh, almost got it.
TJ Monroe almost came down with that incomplete pass, but great coverage there by the Merritt Island Mustangs. Nice job there by number 15, Ethan Holt on the coverage. Senior safety did a great job knocking that ball away.
So now Gallie returns a favor. They turn it over on 4th downs. And this will come with, in the second quarter, at the 11:50 mark, the score still 7-6 in favor of the Mustangs.
So after both teams scored on their opening possession, both teams on their second possession, the defenses stood tall and they had a turnover on downs on both sides. So 2 heavyweight fighters going at it right here in the O-Dome.
Mustangs 1st and 10 from the 20. Throws behind the line of scrimmage, has his man, comes up to the 30, up to the 34-yard line. That's Alex Hernandez with the reception. He'll pick up 6 yards on the play to be 2nd and 4 for the Mustangs. Hernandez in the backfield as a running back. Hands the ball off to him, tries to go up, straight up the middle. There he goes, 45, 50, down to the 49, still on his feet. And he ends up taking a couple of Gallie defenders with him all the way to the 46-yard line. 1st down, Merritt Island.
What a great job there by that offensive line. Joey Sonnenberg opening up a huge hole there in the middle of that offensive line.
Verpel throws the ball, got a man open. There he is, a dive for the catch at the 25. Great catch that time. Drew Sarver with the reception. Lays out, pulls it in. 1st down, Merritt Island. Coverage that time for O'Gallie, Caden Jacquez. Merritt Island now again, no huddle. Verpel in the shotgun, running back. Hernandez. Thrown out to the outside, hit at the 20 and drove back. That is Drew Sarver for the Merritt Island Mustangs.
As mentioned, the Mustangs really like when they get in the red zone areas to be able to go. One of their go-to guys is Deshaun Thomas, 6'4", 230 pounds. Just a big physical presence out there to be able to get the ball. And there's not too many people that are his size at number 8. Right there he is.
There he is right there, dives forward. Just shy of the 15-yard line. And that'll be another Merritt Island 1st down.
Great job there by Thomas, just kind of settling into the zone and being able to see where the defenders weren't and being able to help out his quarterback, and in a great pitch and catch there and gets enough for a first down, moves the chains, and Merritt Island can still get a first down if they get down to the 2-yard line.
Third first down of this drive for the Mustangs. Verpail in the shotgun. Hernandez, the running back. And we're going to have a timeout on the field.
Oh, another.
First and 10. Mustangs can get to the 2-yard line before they get a first down, so they're at first and 10. Ball setting at the 12-yard line. Now they're going to move it further. There was a flag on the play. And now it'll be first and goal for the Merritt Island Mustangs inside the 10-yard line. Verpail, man in motion, going across. Throws to the man in motion, turns around, falls forward. Touchdown. Keith Hamilton for the Merritt Island Mustangs. 6-yard TD pass.
What a great job there by Hamilton, utilizing that great speed. Junior wide receiver in motion, just beat his man on the outside and being able to get into her touchdown. What a great drive there for the Merritt Island Mustangs to respond after the turnover on downs. And Merritt Island going to line up here for an extra point to take an 8-point lead.
And this comes at the 9:50 mark here in the second quarter. Kick is up, and Miller puts it through, and that is 14 to 6 in favor of the Merritt Island Mustangs. 6-yard touchdown pass to Keith Hamilton from Kevin Verpail, point after good. Merritt Island Mustangs have had 3 series, and they've scored touchdowns in 2 of the 3. So you got to like that, Zach.
Absolutely. What a great drive there for the Merritt Island Mustangs to respond and being able to take an 8-point lead and really put some pressure on this Gallie offense now here on this next series of possessions. But a great job there. And there's Buster Beal, the Space Coast Sports Hall of Famer with the Merritt Island flag, doing a great job there. And he's a staple here at Merritt Island. He's done a great job for over the years, and the Beal family is Merritt Island, very famous in the Merritt Island community, and doing a great job there with the flag. So what an answer there for Merritt Island, and offense looking very strong here with 9:50 to go here in the second quarter.
Merritt Island getting ready to kick it off. The ball setting at the 40. Here's the kick. And very, very short. It went to the 34-yard line. They look like that was a practice kick. They're going to do it over. While we have this opportunity, I want to say hello to the Merritt Island head varsity baseball coach, Jason Arnold. He's watching the Friday Night Locker Room tonight on Space Coast Daily TV. One of the good guys in the area. So they'll back it up to the 35, a 5-yard penalty on the Merritt Island Mustangs.
Miller pooch kicks.
So they'll kick it again.
Over to the left side, and got enough, but great catch there. They're going to get great field position. Ball's going to be placed over near the 40-yard line. So
Yusef Francis with the return. They're going to set the ball back at the 40-yard line. We'll see the Gallie Commodores first and 10 with 9:41 to go here in the second quarter. The Merritt Island Mustangs 14 and the Gallie Commodores 7.
Well, I want to make sure we thank our sponsors, as always, who are doing great support here for high school football and on the county. Health First, All Points, Eastern Florida State College, Erdman Automotive.
So here we go, Larisi from the first and 10 for the Gallie Commodores. Pitches out to the running back, cuts it up to the 40, up to the 43-yard line. We've got a Commodore down on the field. The running back that time is down at the 43-yard line. We'll wait and see. All we can say is we hope it's a cramp. And that's Xavier Corbin on the field. So it'll be, they're going to check him. So while we'll have the opportunity, I want to thank a few other sponsors. Florida Master Temp Heating and Air Conditioning. State Farm Insurance and their 4 agents, Alan Wester, Joe Rayleigh, Eric Ponce, and Brian West. Beef O'Brady's located on State Road 524 in Cocoa, Slug a Bug Pest Control. So there you go. Allstate Insurance, Jennifer DeCandio and Associates, and Sean Ferguson, Realtor, Century 21 Realtors. So 9:25 to go here in the second quarter. The Merritt Island Mustangs 14 and the O'Gallie Commodores 6. And the injured players off the field. Hopefully, I didn't see whether he got the walk off on his own power or not, but we'll find out and let you know. Again, we want to say hello to Maurice Young. Deborah Carew is watching. I know her. I'll be late for dinner, honey. So here we go. It's the Merritt Island Mustangs 14, the O'Gallie Commodores 6. O'Gallie with the ball. Running back, trying to get to the outside, cuts it back inside. And they'll get to the 47-yard line. That will be Donovan Richardson carrying the ball. Coming into the ball game now, Tate Johnson. He's a tight end. So he'll come in the tight end position. It'll be 3rd down and about 2 for the O'Gallie Commodores. Xavier Larisi in the backfield, running back. Donovan Richardson beside him. 2 receivers on the top, 2 on the bottom. 3rd down and 2. Quarterback's going to keep it, trying to get to the outside. 1st down and more. He'll take it to the 45, down to the 44-yard line. 1st down for the O'Gallie Commodores. We're in the second quarter, 8:31 to go here in the second quarter. The Mustangs 14, O'Gallie Commodores 6. O'Gallie driving now, sitting at the 44-yard line of Merritt Island Mustangs.
So far, so good here for the O'Gallie Commodores. Doing a great job being able to stretch the field and make these Merritt Island defenders play in space, win on the one-on-one battles on the outside, and they're doing a great job here early on being able to do that.
Quarterback throws quickly, has his man, but he drops it. Great defense by the Merritt Island Mustangs. Defending that time, Jarvis Howell, the linebacker. Howell does a great job. And it's going to be 2nd down and 10 for the O'Gallie Commodores.
Only about the third pass of the game, Orville. So don't see that too often from O'Gallie, but sets up a 2nd down and 10. And
well, they threw 3. 2 of them weren't caught. Maybe that's why they don't throw very often.
that too. That's probably why.
So it'll be 2nd down and 10. Quarterback in the shotgun position now. Empty backfield. Larisi, the quarterback, trips on the bottom. And we're going to have a flag on the play.
It's going to be a timeout on O'Gallie.
Timeout called by O'Gallie.
Kind of an important moment here early on in this game. 8:22 to go, 2nd down and 10. You want to make sure you get some positive yards here. Want to make sure everybody's on the same page. Don't want to definitely get put in a situation where you're going to be behind the sticks on 3rd and long on a key possession in this game, down 8 points. Once again, we want to make sure we thank our sponsors for their great support of high school sports here today. Health First, Eastern Florida State College, All Points, Auto Expo 95, Erdman Automotive, Goodson Paving. Their great support here for high school football every year is always very valued here at Space Coast Daily in the Friday Night Locker Room, and we greatly appreciate their great support all year long. As Xavier Larisse here with the quarterback keeper gets over to the left side and gets out of bounds. Get some positive yards. Going to make this 3rd down a little bit more manageable after getting about 5 yards. Brings up 3rd down and 5 coming up here for the Commodores.
Here again, Zach. We talked about the Merritt Island Mustangs having to stop the run. with Corbin and Donovan Richardson. They've been able to do that to a certain extent. The first drive, O'Gallie was able to score. Now we're looking at 3rd down and 7, empty backfield for the O'Gallie Commodores. Larisi's going to keep it. Another flag, 3rd flag in a row. We'll see what this one is. No man in motion, but it's going to be against O'Gallie.
Well,
and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, thus far, penalties have been plaguing the O'Gallie Commodores, and they can't have that if they want to have success here tonight. Offensively, yards are at a premium, and being able to be put in 3rd and long situations and obvious passing downs really puts them in a box that they don't want to be in. And 3rd down and 11 now. This is in territory where you got to be disciplined in situations like this when you got a district title on the line.
Trips on the top, 2 on the bottom. Larisi's going to run it again. He's going to try to get it outside. He's got a block on the outside, 40, 35, 30. Still on his feet, down to the 15. Pushed out of bounds somewhere. There comes a whole bunch of flags. Dirty laundry everywhere. And it looks like
we had a lot of pushing and shoving, and almost
Samuel Trinkus is involved. He's number 51 for O'Gallie. And it looked like number 78 for the Merritt Island Mustangs. That's Joey Sonnenberg. But we'll wait and see exactly what the call is. We've got coaches on the field, so this is not a good sign for anybody.
No, it's not. It's not what you want to see, but there is a district title on the line tonight. But you got to keep a level head in these situations, even though that was on the Merritt Island sideline. Don't know what was said or what was done, but you got to be very disciplined in situations like this. You just got a great gain there, thanks to Larise, and he did a great job being able to set up the blocks and get it bounce out to the outside, utilize that great speed of his. He got a great gain, almost took it to the house by the way he developed that run. And then there was some stuff, extracurricular activity in the near sideline, and I saw shoving on both sides, and it got pretty violent. So we'll see what the referees decide. Hopefully we don't have any ejections.
The ball was at the 46-yard line. It was 3rd down and 11. Larisi, the quarterback, with the keeper, took it all the way down inside, looked like the 15, maybe to the 10. And that's when the melee started. We couldn't tell who started it or what started it, but we do know that the coaches from O'Gallie came running across. Coaches from Merritt Island come running across to their side. And no harm, no foul, I hope.
Yeah.
Because, you'd hate to get thrown out of the district championship game and them send a letter to the FHSAA, and before you know it, one of your starters is sitting on the sidelines for the postseason.
That's right. And the bracket reveal for the FHSAA playoffs is going to be Thursday at 12 p.m. So both of these teams will find out where they will be playing next week in the first round of the playoffs. And you hate to see any ejections here early on in this game, but passions are running high. Like I mentioned, there's a lot on the line here tonight, but you got to be cool, calm, and collected in situations like this. You cannot let your emotions get the better of you, even though there's a lot on the line here tonight.
There's 3 officials talking to the Merritt Island Mustangs and 2 officials talking to the O'Gallie Commodores. But now they're going to move the Mustangs back off of the field and back onto the sidelines. Coach Sands is calling for the head official, wanting to know exactly what's going on. And we do have a player I don't know if that's we have a player down on the field. Now the head referee is going to talk to Coach Sands and let him know what's going on. You hate to see this in any sport, especially a game like this. It does mean so much. It's easy to get excited because you know what the outcome you want it to be. And so now they're getting it all straightened out.
Oh, here we go. The referee, he does not have a mic, so we're going to have to interpret this. So what exactly he's going to be saying of who's kicked out, or if there is anybody kicked out, you'll see him toss his finger and the kick out sign if there is anybody kicked out. So we'll see what we have here.
Well, we'll see. Here we go. This could be like a 3-day thing.
It could be.
Up, he's just going to walk off the field.
He's just going to walk out of the field or right out of our shot. Yeah, he's going to come right over the 20-yard line to announce these. Personal foul on both sides. Dead ball personal foul on Merritt Island. Okay, so that's good. We have
down.
No ejections, but usually, oh, here we go. Unsportsmanlike penalty. Okay, so there are no ejections, but with the unsportsmanlike penalty, it is a warning. So if you get another one, you're ejected, and they didn't warrant that little tiff right down here or anything that warranted an ejection. So good to see. But what a great run there by Larice. That takes away everything that just happened there. Took away a great run there by Gallie, and now they're in the Urban Automotive red zone with 8:01 to go. A chance to level this game.
They're down to about the 10-yard line, 11-yard line. I haven't seen Corbin come back since he was laying on the field for a little bit. I was hoping it's a cramp, and still probably was. We got one running back in the backfield. I can't see the number. Larice, the quarterback. And here we go. Here's the snap. Larice will keep it driving forward, keeps his feet going, leans inside the 5-yard line down to the 3.
Well, that's great to hear. Corbin back into the game, and he's an important part of this offense. And
absolutely.
we thank Zane Garcia down there on the field with a great report, letting us know that.
Corbin, the running back, behind Larice, the quarterback, from the shotgun. Fakes a handoff. No, gives it to Corbin, and he's in for a touchdown, 3-yard touchdown run for the Gallie Commodores.
Great job there by Corbin, and being able to read his block and go follow right behind one of his offensive linemen that delivered a big block there. And
this will come at the 7:18 mark.
We are going to have a 2-point conversion here, a chance to be able to square this game up. Gallie 0 for 1 on 2-point conversions here early on in this game. They went for it on their first touchdown to no avail. Did not work, not successful, so they'll try again to try to level up this game.
Donovan Richardson, the running back, handoff goes to him straight up the middle. He bulls his way through. 2-point conversion for the Gallie Commodores is good, and that will tie the ball game up at 14-14. This comes at the 7:18 mark here in the second quarter.
Great game we have here, Orville, and we're going to take a quick break. Be right back here after the break as Merritt Island and Gallie tied up 14 with 7:18 to go here in the second quarter. You're watching Space Coast Daily TV on high school football coverage here in the O-Dome in Merritt Island. Number 21 for the Merritt Island Mustangs, Jonas Walters, did a great job of jumping on that, and Merritt Island going to have great field position here once again. All going to be placed at the 35-yard line.
So we'll see the Merritt Island Mustangs for the second time here. In the second quarter. Mustangs with the ball 3 times. They've scored twice. And they went 4th and 3 one time, was not able to get the first down. Gave it back to the O'Gallie Commodores. O'Gallie returned the favor on a 4-and-out. And we stand tied 7-7. So the Mustangs, Verpel, man in motion coming to the near side. Verpel wants to throw, hands off to his running back. Gets to the line of scrimmage and dropped. There's a helmet on the field. I hope there isn't a head in it.
You and me both. O'Gallie's defense being very aggressive here, playing press man coverage right now with only one high safety. Of course, that safety is no other than Larice.
Alex Hernandez running the ball that time. Quarterback in the shotgun. That's Verpel. Hands off again to the running back. Tries his way through. He's hit at the line of scrimmage. He'll pick up second effort. Will get him a couple more yards. It'll be 3rd down and 6 for the Mustangs. Running the ball again that time, Alex Hernandez. He's ran the ball the last 2 times. And he'll be in the backfield for this one. Verpel from the shotgun. 3rd down, we'll call it 6. Here's the snap. Throws the ball, got his receiver. That's Deshaun Thomas. And it's good, but not good enough for a first down.
Not good enough for a first down, but it brings up 4th and short. And this is actually going to be they're going to go for this. And I'm not surprised here for head coach Tyler Murray. A very aggressive coach when it comes to 4th down and short. He feels very good about how his offense can be able to get short yardage.
Remember, Verpel, he's a good runner. O'Gallie with 3 down linemen.
Oh, a little bit of confusion here from Merritt. They're looking over to the near sideline. I think they're probably going to call timeout here.
They better. Yep. Merritt Island's going to call timeout. Verpel not happy. Somebody had the wrong play.
Yeah, you want to make sure you're in the right play. You don't want to give the ball back to O'Gallie on your own side of the field. So 4th down and 1, and they probably want to get the right personnel groupings in here to be able to convert this 4th and short. Definitely in situations like this, you look for Deshaun Thomas. Likes to line up at the quarterback position, what I call it the Wild Mustang, but I guess you could call it the Wildcat formation. And it's been very successful for them this year, and I anticipate we're going to see something like that.
Well, you hate to lose a timeout on confusion. Somebody is not, either the center doesn't have the snap, the quarterback, or somebody was on the wrong page, and you have to call a timeout. And when 2 teams like this are playing, and now we're going into getting to that half, and they're tied, and they're back and forth, showing that they're both very evenly matched. You'd like to have them timeouts when it comes to the end of the first half and at the end of the ball game.
Absolutely, and that was their last timeout of the half. So Merritt Island has no more timeouts. 5:41 to go here in the second quarter. Still got a lot of time left. But big conversion here.
So Mustangs come out in an empty backfield. Here's the snap. Verpel's going to follow the blocking. He's hit and dropped at the 41-yard line, and doing the damage for the O'Gallie Commodores, Xavier Larice. Not only is he the quarterback, he's a linebacker, and he stops the Merritt Island Mustangs for the second time on 4th and short. And the Merritt Island Mustangs will give the ball up to the O'Gallie Commodores at the 5:35 mark. And we're tied at 14 apiece.
That was a great job there by the O'Gallie defense, reading that to a T. And as we just mentioned, Deshaun Thomas took that in a quarterback keeper, and he's not going to throw the ball. We've never seen him throwing the ball yet this year. He probably could, but in situations like that, great job there by O'Gallie at watching the tape and knowing in the situation that Deshaun Thomas was going to get that ball, and they read it to a T and did a great job being able to plug up the hole there. There was nothing there for him. He had to bounce it out to the outside, and great penetration there by that defensive line by O'Gallie.
So O'Gallie takes over in great field position at the Mustangs 43. Handoff, running back. And maybe a yard and a half on the play. That's Donovan Richardson doing it for the O'Gallie Commodores. It'll be 2nd down and long for the Big Red. You know, all of these teams, they're coming out with all these crazy colors now. You know, you look at Major League Football or Major League Baseball, you look at the NFL.
Yeah.
You know, the Packers come out in royal blue, and I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah.
All the baseball teams, you don't know who it is when they're on their field anymore. 2nd down and 9. Quarterback's going to follow his blocking.
Oh,
And he's going to be caught from behind. Great defensive job this time.
Jonas Walters, what great pursuit there, being able to read that play, fantastic. And he caught Xavier Larice, we won't say this too many times, from behind. And did a great job in just getting great penetration up front and being able to get to the quarterback. And now brings up 3rd down and very long here. And great job here. This will be a great stand here for the Merritt Island defense after the turnover on downs. They were able to get a stop here.
So here we go, 3rd down and 11 for the Gallie Commodores. The ball setting at the Mustang 44-yard line. Empty backfield for Gallie now. Trips on the bottom, 2 receivers on the top. Here's the snap. Quarterback keeper, straight up the middle, gets to the 40. Spin move, second effort, gets him to the 36.
What a great job there. And now 4th down, big 4th down here for the Gallie Commodores and the Merritt Island Mustangs. If they could get a stand here, this would be huge. And I guess both teams here tonight have made the decision they're not going to punt here tonight. So.
That may be, you know, it's the ball setting at the 30, we'll say 37-yard line.
Field position, what's that?
Yeah, really. Both teams have went twice at 4th down. And so we'll see what happens here. There's going to be a timeout called, and that comes at the 3:12 mark here in the 2nd quarter. Timeout by the Gallie Commodores.
I mean, Orville, we've seen a conversion for a go for it on 4th and 23. I mean, we've seen it all here tonight. So,
but that's true.
With 3:12 to go, though, this is a very key possession here, and with 3:12, a lot of time still for both of these offenses to get some points up on the board. And we want to make sure we thank you, everybody here, for watching on Space Coast Daily TV. We are on all platforms here today, so very exciting. We're here on X, on YouTube, and Facebook. You can go back, you can watch the replay of this game, and we greatly appreciate everybody here tuning in and their great support all year long. And next week, the playoffs start. As mentioned, the bracket reveal is going to be Thursday at 12 p.m. You can watch that on Space Coast Daily TV, so stay tuned for that, where both of these teams will be playing. Obviously, district titles on the line here tonight, but we'll also find out where all teams across the county will be playing in the playoffs on Thursday at 12 p.m. on Space Coast Daily, so stay tuned for that.
So both teams are ready now. They've talked to the bosses on the sidelines, and Gallie will come out. It'll be 4th down. We'll call it 6. And they're going to put trips at the top, 1 receiver on the bottom. Quarterback in the shotgun position all alone. He's going to run it straight up the middle. Merritt Island read it.
Wow.
And they stopped him. Gain of 3. They're going to be 1.5 yards short. And for the 3rd time, the Gallie Commodores will turn the ball over to the Merritt Island Mustangs. 4th and out.
What a great job there by the defense for the Merritt Island Mustangs, standing strong and in on that tackle. Jonas Walters having a heck of a game here tonight. He was in on that tackle. Also, Deshaun Thomas in there on the assist. So both defenses here, Orville, standing strong here. We've just seen 2 heavyweight fighters just exchanging blows back and forth here, and that's why we're tied up 14-14.
Merritt Island will get the ball at the their own 36-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10. Kevin Verpale in the backfield. He'll be the quarterback operating out of the shotgun position. Alon Adams, the running back. Here's the snap. Adams with the ball straight up the middle. Still on his feet trying to get to the outside. And they're going to treat him badly as they turn him up on his head. But he'll pick up a couple yards on the play. It'll be 2nd down and long. While they give him 1 yard, it'll be 2nd and 9 for the Merritt Island Mustangs. Why is everybody excited? Because everybody's here tonight for the Friday Night Locker Room and Space Coast Daily. Gavin Keith with all of his trailer and stuff is here. Beth York, Zane Garcia down on the field, Ron Krieger down on the field, AJ on a camera, and Carly Lawrence in the trailer, and Zach Clark and Orville Susong with the call. Merritt Island, second down. Here's the snap. Verpeo wants to throw, and he does. He's got a man open. 50, 45, 40, 35, 30. Stops at the 20, still on his feet, and he'll be brought down. He never brings him down, but Larisi makes a stop.
Kamar Fielder, junior wide receiver, having one heck of a game here early on in this first half of this game. He is having a great game here tonight. And what a great job there. Great conversion there. Being able to keep the offense on track now and already in the Erdman Automotive red zone.
So the first down for the Merritt Island Mustangs of this drive. There's the second one. Verpale keeps it, trying to get to the outside. He makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and 10 for the Merritt Island Mustangs.
Great job there by the Gallie defense. The right side just absolutely gave Verpale absolutely no room to be able to get more positive yards. And second down in about 10 yards.
Alex
up here for the
Hernandez
Mustangs.
in the backfield with the Mustangs. Kevin Verpale, the quarterback, moving his men around. There's a little chess game going on. 2nd and 10. Man in motion going to the far side. They hand it off. It's Alon Adams takes it down, and he's caught by number 44, Jason Melidor.
Clock approaching 1 minute now. You're not going to probably see Merritt Island rush to the line here too quick. They don't want to give O'Gallie too much time here, so if you play this right, this could be the last possession of this half.
So Verpale from the shotgun. Fakes a handoff, wants to throw, rolls to the near side, now heading to the far side. Throws it into the end zone.
Oh! He was wide open.
Alex Hernandez just dropped a touchdown pass for the Merritt Island Mustangs. He was wide open. He looked to see if anybody was around, and the ball got through. So now it'll be 3rd down and 9.
Well, circle that play. That was a touchdown drop, if I've ever seen it. And now a decision time here for Coach Tyler Murray. What does he decide to do here on 4th down?
That information coming to us from down on the field for Friday Night Locker Room, Space Coast Daily, Zane Garcia. And it is a 1st down, just like you said, for the Merritt Island Mustangs.
No. It's actually going to be 3rd down and short.
Oh, okay, 3rd down and short. And that's really short, less than a football.
36 seconds to go, though. It's still a lot of time left, but Merritt Island has no timeouts.
Hernandez in the backfield. Verpale fakes it, throws into the 10-yard, 5-yard, down to the 1-yard line. They're going to have to hurry.
Still got a lot of time. You can still be able to line up and get into your play. New set of downs, a 1st down. Got 4 chances to get it in.
1st down for the Mustangs, and they're going to snap it quickly and down it. Verpale will drop it to the ground, and that'll stop the clock. So a nice job by the Mustangs to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, there was a flag thrown, so I'm not quite sure if the movement happened before they spiked the ball. This could possibly be on. Let's see what they rule this as. Boy, this would be a killer if it was on Merritt Island, because you're right there on the 2-yard line.
Nice close-up view of the field with the players.
Offsides actually on O'Gallie.
So it'll be offsides on O'Gallie.
half the distance to the goals, and it's going to be first down still.
First down and goal for the Merritt Island Mustangs. The ball just outside the 5-yard line.
Now, it's going to be very key here for Merritt Island. If you run this ball and you get stopped short, it's going to be a Chinese fire drill to be able to get back up to that line. So I anticipate there's going to be some passes here.
Hernandez, Verpale tried to throw it, and it was knocked down. And that's going to be a touchdown for Gabriel Player going the other way, 94 yards for Gallie Commodores, and the visiting side goes crazy.
Oh my gosh, Orville. I don't know how he made that play, but what a huge play there by Player.
There's flags all over the place, but it's got to be for excessive happiness.
Excessive celebration. They'll probably carry that over either on the try, or they could actually, since there's no time left, they probably could carry this on into the second half if Merritt Island so chooses. But what a huge play.
Now, did he block that and catch it? Okay.
Yeah, it tipped it up in the air and got it and took it to the house. What a big heads-up play there by O'Gallie.
Gabriel Player with a play that he'll remember for a long time.
Were they a little excited down there, Zane? Deafening silence on the Merritt Island sideline in the student section. Absolutely stunned.
And we'll try for the point after, and that comes with no time on the clock. As Player was running down, the horn sounded. And right now it's 20-14 in favor of the Gallie Commodores, awaiting the extra point.
Well, we don't know what the field goal situation here is for Gallie, but anticipate that this is not going to be an easy extra point if they're going to attempt this. Technically, you could go for two, but then you're talking about going for two at about the 18-yard line, 17-yard line. So they're going to try this extra point. That's going to be about a 34-yard extra point.
Brody Grantlin will do the hold.
Just a huge momentum shift heading into half. That is a killer for Merritt Island. Extra point. It's blocked.
And it's blocked. And that will be no good. So as we go into the half here at Merritt Island, it's the Gallie Commodores 20 and the Merritt Island Mustangs 14. You're watching the Friday Night Locker Room live on Space Coast Daily TV.
Good question. Hey, you came late. How come you can leave? Oh, oh yeah, I forgot. Huh? Oh, did you? I didn't see it. When he came, he said he hasn't been sitting.
Zane Garcia of the Friday Night Locker Room on Space Coast Daily. I'm here with head coach Chris Sands. It's been a back and forth game, but right there, that's a type of momentum play that you would want for your team to go into halftime. But how can you talk about the performance so far for the first half?
Yeah, no, it's a great football game. Two good teams competing for a championship. So we expected this. So we got to come out with, guns a-blazing in the second half and make sure we put the ball in the end zone when we're in the red zone. That's the biggest thing. And obviously we got to play better on defense.
There's been some key penalties that have derailed drives from going exactly how you would want to. How do you tell your team to, just stay locked in and clean those plays up, really?
We just got to play discipline and have the discipline to execute what we're trying to do.
Well, we thank you for talking to us for a second. Good luck on the rest of your game. And back to you guys.
gentlemen, as we finish our halftime tonight, we would like to make 2 special Mustang volunteer recognitions. Our first volunteer honoree is Dan Denneberg. Dan is a Brevard County native and a Satellite High School alumnus. Over the past 30-plus years, Dan has coached for several Brevard area schools. He currently helps with our Mustang football team as an assistant coach.
I'm always over there. I'm always over there.
And video technician. Dan has volunteered countless hours as a video technician for our football, soccer, and baseball programs. Dan and his wife Connie have raised 4 children, all graduates of Merritt Island, all accomplished students and athletes in their chosen sports. Dan and his family continue to be faithful friends and supporters of our school and our athletic program. Please help us honor and thank Mustang friend and supporter, Dan Denneberg. We have one more volunteer honoree. Our next honoree is Buster Beal. Buster is one of the all-time great Merritt Island High School alumni and personalities. Over the past 25 years, Buster has worked with our Mustang athletic teams as manager and assistant coach. Buster is the embodiment of Mustang pride, is dedicated to the Mustang tenets of pride, family, and tradition. If there is a Merritt Island athletic event scheduled, you'll most likely find Buster Beal in attendance. Each year, Buster works to support our football, volleyball, soccer, and baseball teams. He can be found volunteering on campus with our sports teams every day. Please help us honor and thank Mustang superfan and Mustang great Buster Beal. Both Dan and Buster's names will be added to our Mustang Volunteer Wall of Fame, located on the north end of our football field at the field house. Once again, please help us honor 2 of our exceptional Mustang volunteers and staff members, Dan Denneberg and Buster Beal. And the Mustangs will kick off to the Commodores and start the second half. Set to kick off is number 14, Liam Miller. Back to receive the Commodores, number 6, Xavier Corbin. Number 11, Xavier Rich.
Who's counting? It was 6 points for the Gallie Commodores. But what a great play. But we're starting the 3rd quarter now. Mustangs will kick it off. The Gallie Commodores come up with it from the 27-yard line up to the 30, 35, all the way up to about the 36-yard line. We'll see O'Gallie 1st and 10 from their own 31-yard line. How O'Gallie got here in the first half, Donovan Richardson with a 20-yard touchdown run from the running back position, a 3-yard run by Xavier Corbin, and Gabriel Player intercepting. Well, he actually knocked a pass up and then it caught it and ran 94 yards for a touchdown. So that's how O'Gallie got their points. Merritt Island Mustangs, 12-yard pass from Kevin Verpale to Kamar Fieldler, and a six-yard pass from Kevin Verpale to Keith Hamilton. 2 point after is good for Merritt Island, and One for O'Gallie. We stand at 20-14 as we start the third quarter. The O'Gallie Commodores with the ball. In the first half, the Merritt Island Mustangs with 9 first downs, and they tried 4th and short twice and failed both times. The O'Gallie Commodores doing the same thing, 2 4th and outs, and they had 8 first downs. O'Gallie, 2nd down and 8. Handoff to the running back. That's Donovan Henderson,
I'll tell you right now, Richardson's a tough guy to bring down. He runs the ball hard, and nearly every attempt that he's touched the ball this game, he's gotten to the second level, Orville.
Donovan Henderson running the ball great for the Merritt Island Mustangs. He was the leading rusher in the first half for the O'Gallie Commodores, leading rusher for the Commodores, and that flag's going to be on the Commodores. It's going to back them all the way up to the 27-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 18 for O'Gallie. Larice, the quarterback, from the shotgun, 1 man in motion, coming to the side. That'll be a wide right. No receiver on the left, out. And that snap's way over the head of the quarterback. He's going to be in trouble, but he's going to throw it. It's hit, but at least he gets it off. It was tipped by the defender. And that was a big problem for the O'Gallie Commodores. Luckily, Larice was able to keep the ball long enough to throw it. And all it is a incomplete pass.
That was best case scenario right there, Orville, for this Commodore offense. Merritt Island's been able to move the ball down the field pretty well throughout this game, and you can't afford to give them the ball pretty much inside the 10-yard line if they would have recovered that.
O'Gallie doing it on the ground, Merritt Island doing it in the air, which we thought would be the scenario here. Xavier Corbin, the running back, man in motion going to the far side. Larice keeps it, cuts it back to the inside. Hit at the line of scrimmage, pickup of about 4 yards on the play. Defending for Merritt Island, Devontae Peterson. And it's going to be 4th down and long for the O'Gallie Commodores.
Yeah, O'Gallie's going to have to punt right here. You cannot give Merritt Island great field position, and especially this early into the second half. And as we've mentioned, Larice all over the field. He also is the O'Gallie Commodores punter, so he'll be booting this one away.
And a high kick end over end. And all the way down inside the 30-yard line. We'll see exactly where they spot it as soon as they bring it back. Head coach Tyler Murray giving one of the officials all that he wants as he walks down the field with him. But O'Gallie punts it to Merritt Island. They'll spot it at the 30-yard line. We'll see Merritt Island 1st and 10 from there.
Yeah, he didn't like that call right there. Kamar Fielder for the Mustangs calling for a fair catch and was actually bumped into. So he wanted the flag, did not get it there.
So 1st and 10 for the Mustangs. Verpale, the quarterback in the shotgun. Wide, 1 man in motion going to the far side. Handoff to the running back. Maybe 1.5 yards on the play. Running the ball for Merritt Island that time will be Alon Adams. Big boys up front for the Merritt Island Mustangs.
Mustangs really trying to establish that run game to open up the pass, and you got to stick to it.
Verpale from the shotgun. Handoff to the running back coming to the near side. Hit at the 35-yard line and dropped. And they're wanting a face mask. I don't think anybody saw it because the flag didn't come out. Running the ball, Alon Adams. And it's going to be 3rd down now and about 4 yards for a first, maybe 5 for a 1st down. Alon Adams again in the backfield as the running back. Verpale from the shotgun. 1 receiver on the bottom wide. Here's the snap. Verpale throws quickly to the far side. Got a in and out of the hands of Deshaun Thomas. And that's going to make it 4th down and about 5 for the Mustangs. Big decision here.
I'll tell you right there, Orville, Verpale got exactly what he wanted. He got his favorite target right at the first down marker, and Thomas just dropped it. So that's a tough drop right there for the Mustangs offense, and it looks like they're going to punt this one away.
Yeah, you don't want to go for it. They did that 3 times the first half and didn't get a first down out of either one of them. So man in motion. Here's the snap. Kick up high, and it's going to hit at the 36-yard line and roll out of bounds at the 30. So the Merritt Island Mustangs punts it back to O'Gallie. We'll see O'Gallie 1st and 10. This comes at the 8:35 mark here in the 3rd quarter.
It feels like both these sides are looking for that one huge play that will give them the momentum that they've been looking for. Both sides are starting to settle in on defense, Orville, and I think that's something that the coaches are going to have to recognize and start to adjust throughout this game.
They're going to set the ball at the 30-yard line. And we'll see the O'Gallie Commodores on offense. In the backfield will be Donovan Richardson, the running back. Larissa, quarterback. Man in motion coming to the near side. Quarterback fakes the handoff, and he's hit by 2 Merritt Island Mustangs. Dropped at the 25-yard line to be a loss of 5 on the play. And there for the Merritt Island Mustangs, number 24, Amari Hamilton, and number 23, Brandon Ponce.
Yeah, Merritt Island starting to close in on Larice, and that's one of those plays that Merritt Island saw it coming from the jump, and we're behind the line of scrimmage before O'Gallie could even get to the line of scrimmage.
One running back. Larice will keep the ball following a block, gets to the outside, 30, 40, 50-yard line, 45-yard line to the 46-yard line. First down by the quarterback as he keeps the ball, runs around the outside. Second first down of this series for the Commodores.
I'll tell you right now, Orville, if the blocks are set up right and Larice can get on that edge, he is a dangerous runner with the football in his hands, and right there, it's about 25 yards and a first down.
Ball setting at the 46-yard line, 47-yard line. Donovan Richardson, the running back. Xavier Reese. Man in motion, they give it to him. That's Corbin around the outside. That's TJ Monroe coming around from the other side. Let's see where they spot it.
Looks like
that's
it's
going to be enough for a
down.
first down
Yep.
for the O'Gallie Commodores.
First really big play by TJ Monroe right there, and O'Gallie's got guys that have a lot of speed, so these little pitch passes and sweeps are going to be featured a lot in this offense.
So the Commodores with their 3rd first down of this series. Man in motion to the near side. Fakes the handoff, gives it to Corbin, and we have flags all over the place. We'll wait and see. It's going to be against the O'Gallie Commodores. They'll walk it back 5 yards. And it'll be first down and 15 for O'Gallie. 7:01 to go here as we take a look at the State Farm Insurance scoreboard. The O'Gallie Commodores 20, the Merritt Island Mustangs 14. O'Gallie with the ball setting at the Merritt Island 45-yard line. 1st and 15.
All the defense has creeped down.
Man in motion, gives it to the running back down to the 40. Pickup of, looks like enough for a first down. We'll wait and see. Making the stop for Merritt Island is Devon Blackman.
Corbin gets right back to the line of scrimmage right there to make it 2nd and 10. And I'll tell you, Orville, the defense is starting to creep up. Merritt Island stacking the box. That's an opportunity for O'Gallie to throw over the top of this defense if they see fit.
Man in motion. Handoff running back. Straight up the middle. Gets a nice block. There he goes. Inside the 20, down to the 15-yard line. Xavier Corbin with a big run. That'll be the 4th first down of this drive for the O'Gallie Commodores. Faked the handoff to the man in motion, gave it to Corbin in the front, turned it to the outside, and then cut back up the middle. And it was all Xavier Corbin on that one, Zane.
Officials timeout on the field. Both sides will head over to the respected sideline. But when Corbin gets loose, and when I mean he gets loose, it's like he only gets 1 or 2 yards down the field, Orville, and it feels like he can slip out of 2-3 tackles and he's off to the races. He can be very, very hard to tackle. We've seen him in multiple games. The first academy game that we called earlier in the season, and he was able to break numerous tackles in that game as well. So tough guy to bring down, and you saw it right there.
Well, we have an opportunity. We want to thank a couple of our sponsors, Sean Ferguson Realtor, Century 21 Realtors, Allstate Insurance, Jennifer DeCandio and Associates, Slug-a-Bug Pest Control from Melbourne, Health First, Eastern Florida State College, All Points, Auto Expo 95, Erdman Automotive, Goodson Paving of Cocoa, and Renegade Underground of Cocoa. We want to thank all of our sponsors for being around the Friday Night Locker Room and Space Coast Daily TV. Without them, we wouldn't be able to do this. So here we go. 1st and 10 for O'Gallie. Man in motion coming to the near side, changes direction. Donovan Richardson with the ball, and he takes it inside the 10 down to the 9-yard line. Nice run by Richardson, straight ahead behind his center. And he takes it down to inside the 10 to about the 9. So to be 2nd down, we'll call it 3 for the O'Gallie Commodores.
Looked like a little bit of a delayed handoff right there. Xavier Larice held it for a second, then decided to give it off to Richardson. Good idea as he picks up 7.
Richardson in the backfield again, Larice. Here's the snap. You see him coming right at you as he turns a corner, breaks one tackle, pushed out of bounds at about the 5. And we'll see exactly where they spot it. 5:04 to go here in the 3rd quarter. O'Gallie knocking on the door of the Merritt Island Mustangs as they have the lead 20-14.
Yeah, call it 3rd and 1 right here. Merritt Island looking for a huge, huge stop. It's going to be 4-down territory regardless for O'Gallie, but if you can force a turnover on downs right here, that would be massive for the Mustangs.
TJ Monroe, the running back, he gets the ball and he spins down inside the 5. Excuse me, that's Corbin. I thought it was Monroe. Xavier Corbin with the run right up the middle. Ball setting at the 5-yard line.
Yeah, that'll make it 1st and goal. Just barely getting enough for the 1st down, but Orville, a 1st down's a 1st down.
Especially inside the 5-yard line. 5th first down of the series here. Xavier Larice sends a man in motion. Handoff running back. They're not going to stop Xavier Corbin. He gets a 3-yard touchdown run. And that's his 2nd touchdown of the night. And both of them being 3-yard touchdown runs. So this will come at the 3:51 mark in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if they go for 1 or they go for 2. Here's your replay, or not. To put 26 points on the board, and now they give it to Donovan and he takes it in. So 2-point conversion is good as Donovan Richardson makes it 28-14.
Yeah, and with that drive taking as many minutes as it did off of the clock for Gallie, which they do because they run the ball, not very many passes, Merritt Island is probably feeling like they have time, but it's kind of a little bit urgent time to score a touchdown and score it on this drive.
You know, Zach and I were talking before the game. Two things we were certain of. The Merritt Island Mustangs had to stop the run, and the O'Gallie Commodores had to stop the pass. So far, the O'Gallie Commodores have slowed the pass. They haven't stopped it, but they've slowed it. They've bent and not broke as much. Merritt Island has let O'Gallie run the ball. And now they look at the scoreboard as we do also. State Farm Insurance scoreboard 28-14 in favor of the O'Gallie Commodores. The Merritt Island Mustangs now getting ready to kick off. O'Gallie getting ready to kick off. And they'll squibble one down and be picked up at the 30. And it'll roll out of bounds. There'll be a flag there. So no return for the Merritt Island Mustangs, but we'll see them 1st and 10. And we want to thank a couple more of our sponsors. State Farm Insurance and their 4 agents, Alan Wester, Joe Rayleigh, Eric Ponce, and Brian West. Florida Master Temp Heat and Air Conditioning. Space Coast Tire of Cocoa, Al's Trophy Shop in their 2 locations. Goodman Paving of Cocoa, Erdman Automotive, Auto Expo 95, All Points, Eastern Florida State College, and Health First. So we want to thank all of our sponsors for coming on board this year for football, for the Friday Night Locker Room, and for Space Coast Daily TV.
So it looked as if the kick went out of bounds, but a penalty was called on Merritt Island. So erase that good field position that they were thinking they were going to get, and they will start this drive on their 22-yard line.
While we have this moment, we want to remind everybody Space Coast State Fair is going on right now. There's probably a ton of people down there tonight on a Tuesday evening. But all week long, it goes to, I believe, the 16th. All kinds of rides, all kinds of my favorite, fair food. I love the food that comes with the fairs, but a lot of rides, a lot of free stuff down there. Check it out on SpaceCoastDaily.com. Merritt Island Mustangs, man in motion going to the far side. Verpale keeps it, tries to run up the middle, does a nice job. 25 up to about the 28-yard line. He'll pick up 7 yards on the play. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And I'll tell you right now, Kevin has some wheels and he has some vision to be able to pick up some yards, but he's also got to be careful. You don't want to take too many shots, and that was a hard hit right there that he took, but he's able to bounce right back up.
So to be, 2nd and 3 for the Merritt Island Mustangs. Verpale in the shotgun. Alex Hernandez, the running back. Verpale fakes it, got a man open here on the front, but he sends it over the middle. He's still running around back there. I thought he threw it.
Yeah,
he
plenty
faked
of
me
time
out,
to throw.
that's for sure.
He had all day and tomorrow to throw, able to find his main guy, number 8, Deshaun Thomas, for a 1st down. He gets out of bounds. That'll stop the clock. 3:02 left in this 3rd quarter.
This would be 1st down for the Mustangs. Nice throw. I missed the whole play. Alex Hernandez, a running back. Verpale sends him wide. He keeps the ball, runs it this time. He gets to the 35. That'll be a pickup of maybe 2 yards on the play, maybe 3. And be 2nd down and long for the Mustangs.
Well, that was just what I was talking about right there, Orville, is the hits that Kevin Verpale is going to take can be damaging, and right there he took another hard hit. He popped right back up once again. Helmet came off, and there are some flags on the field, so yep, I was going to say I believe that was a face mask, so that'll be an automatic 1st down for this Mustangs offense.
So that'll be the second first down for Merritt Island on this drive. One given to him by O'Gallie and one earned. But that will move the ball forward. It'll be at the 40-yard line of Merritt Island. Verpel, a handoff. No, he keeps it, throws it behind the line of scrimmage, and dropped by the receiver.
Another flag on the play.
Kamar Fielder with the opportunity there, let it slip through his hands. Here's the call. It's going to be holding against Merritt Island.
Yeah, I'm a little bit confused of what happened on that, not the last play, but the play before that. The face mask call, I believe, should have been 15 yards and a first down, but I guess it was not. So there must have been another penalty.
So the ball now setting back at the 30-yard line. It'd be second down and 12. Verpel in the shotgun. One receiver on the bottom, one on the top. Here's the snap. Verpel looking to the near side. Now he's going to run it. He's at the 35, the 40. Breaks a tackle at the 40. Gets up to the 45-yard line. That'd be enough for a first down for the Merritt Island Mustangs. Nice run by the quarterback to keep this drive alive. And it'd be a first down, ball sitting at the 45-yard line. Handoff running back, hit hard, dropped at about a yard gain on the play. It'll be second and 9.
Well, it looks like the O'Gallie defensive backs are actually dropping in coverage. They want Verpel and these running backs to take it up the middle and force Merritt Island to run the ball.
Verpel with the shotgun. Plenty of time, throws it over the middle. Incomplete.
That was Dontarius Robinson, the intended receiver. And he was covered up pretty good.
Robinson comes back. He'll take a breather after that long 50-yard run. Now to be third down and 8 for the Mustangs. Ball sitting at the 46-yard line, 47-yard line. Verpel wants to throw, throws it quickly. And it's caught by the intended receiver. That's Deshaun Thomas. But he's hit immediately, and it'll be fourth down and 6 for the Merritt Island Mustangs. What do you do here, Coach?
I think at this point of the game, you have to go for it. I think if you're Merritt Island, you punt it away, and you feel like O'Gallie's been able to run the ball all over us, and that's going to kill the clock as well. It's about to head to the fourth quarter. We got to get something now.
What Verpel needs here is a hard snap, and O'Gallie jumps off sides, but he doesn't. Here's the snap. He's running. He's going to keep it, and he's not going to get the first down. He's going to be a yard shy. Boy, he almost made it. Verpel getting up slow. And it'll be fourth and out for Merritt Island.
Yeah, Verpel walking slowly off the field, probably from that hard hit and feeling a little bit upset that he wasn't able to reach the first down marker.
So Verpel gets everything but 1 yard. They'll turn it over to the O'Gallie Commodores. Second series for O'Gallie here in the third quarter. Ball setting at the 46-yard line, 47-yard line of O'Gallie. Man in motion to the near side. Running back around the outside. He's got some blockers out there, 40, 35, 30, all the way down to the 25-yard line.
I believe that's Xavier Corbin. Once again, when he gets to the outside, he's got a lot of speed. He's hobbling off to the side after the tackle, but I can tell you right now, Corbin will be back out here at some point.
Was that Corbin who ran at that time?
It was Corbin, and he found the edge and took it for a big gain right there, setting up the Commodores offense at the Merritt Island 26-yard line, so threatening once again. And that's why that fourth down was so crucial, because the run game has been dominant for the Gallie Commodores, and they're not going to pass it at any point if the run game's working. So
the ball will be setting at the 26-yard line. In the backfield as a running back will be number 7, Donovan Richardson. Xavier Larice, the quarterback. First and 10, ball at the 26-yard line. Man in motion going to the near side. Handoff. Around the outside is Donovan Richardson. He'll pick up about 6 on the play, depending on the spot. It'll be 2nd down and 5.
Two different running styles is Donovan Richardson and Xavier Corbin. Xavier Corbin more of a finesse, and you would see Richardson with some more power in his run, but both of them very effective as they have been throughout this game. So that run right there will take them right down to the 20-yard line, and that will also be the last play of this third quarter. Once again, thank you all for tuning in to the Friday Night Locker Room on Space Coast Daily. Orville Susong, Zane Garcia, and the rest of the Space Coast Daily crew. Zach Clark on the field, Beth and AJ on the cameras. Got Gavin doing his thing in the trailer. It's been an excellent game. Great night for football, Orville. We cannot complain for some Tuesday night football.
And Kerry Lawrence in the trailer with Gavin. They're pushing all the buttons and making all the whistles work. But
absolutely.
We go to the 12th. We add 12 minutes on the clock as we go to the fourth quarter here at Merritt Island. The O-Dome, the Gallie Commodores coming in to take on the Merritt Island Mustangs for the Class 3A District 8 Championship. And as we head to the fourth quarter, it's the Gallie Commodores 28 and the Merritt Island Mustangs 14. And again, it's been Gallie on the ground. The combination of Robinson and Corbin is Richardson and Corbin, just too much for Merritt Island to stop.
It has been a lot to stop, and now that we're in the fourth quarter, it's very, very difficult to get extra possessions when the run game has been effective.
Gallie now, quarterback keeper, running to the outside.
It looks like it's going to be another first down. Yes, it will be.
Larice keeping that one. It'll be a first down for the Gallie Commodores.
Put them down right about the 15-yard line, it looks like, Orville.
The Gallie Commodores inside the Erdman Automotive red zone. Xavier Corbin in the backfield with his quarterback, Xavier Larice. First and 10 for the Commodores. Here's the snap. Handoff to Corbin. Turns around, changes his traffic. Kid can run, man. Down to the 10-yard line. Started to the right, turned around to the left, turned around to the right. Got the corner and took it down to the 10-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 5 for Gallie. And he does it so fluently. That's the thing. He doesn't panic, just slowly glides his way across the field.
That's one of those runs. Coach Sands is on that sideline saying, oh, no, well, okay, I'll take it. You got 7 yards. I can't say nothing about it.
Donovan Richardson, now the running back for Gallie. Hands off to him. He tries to get to the outside. He does. He dives forward.
And he gets the end zone.
Touchdown. And that will be, I believe, a 7-yard.
Yep, 7-yard touchdown right there. So make it 34-14 now. And you can call it another 2-point conversion for the Gallie Commodores. The kicking game hasn't been consistent, so they will go for this 2-point conversion and potentially make it a 22-point lead at 36-14 if they convert.
And this comes at the 10:21 mark here in the fourth quarter. You saw the replay there. Gavin doing a great job from the booth, from the trailer. Donovan Richardson now running back. Larisi will keep it, heading for the pylon, and he gets a 2-point conversion is good.
Did a little hesitation stutter step right there and just some speed to the outside. 2-point conversion good, makes it 36-14, 10:21 left in this game. And if you're Merritt Island, it's now or never time, and you have to score on these possessions. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. And really, if you're O'Gallie, you're saying, hey, our running game is working. We're going to take as much time as we can off of that clock.
Absolutely. You see the replay there for the 2-point conversion. Excuse me. Larisi takes it in easily. Donovan Richards with his second touchdown run of the night.
O'Gallie will kick it off. Number 40, Janae Samoya, is the kicker for O'Gallie, and it's kind of an unconventional way to kick off. You just lay the ball flat on the ground and squib it, as they did. The ball will die but go out of bounds at right about the 18-yard line. Referee's going to throw that flag up. It will be a penalty for the kick out of bounds, and Merritt Island will start this possession with good field position, which is absolutely what they need right now. With 10:21 left in this ball game, Orville, they're going to have to score quick, and the defense is going to have to get stops.
Yeah, Verpel's going to have to go to the air. He's not going to be able to run it. It takes too much time with a running play. Pass play takes a lot less time. The only problem with a pass play, when you throw the ball, 3 things can happen. 2 of them aren't very good: incomplete pass or an interception. So you have to take that in. You know, do you want to try that? Throw a pass with 33% completion rate. So we'll see what happens. But O'Gallie getting ready to kick the ball back to the Merritt Island Mustangs.
Yeah, they re-kick after the penalty, and it's going to be another kick out of bounds. I wonder if Coach Murray says, hey, do it one more time. They're going to continue moving that ball 5 yards back, 5 yards back, 5 yards back. And I think Coach Murray's using this as, hey, we want a decent return. We want to be able to return this ball and hopefully get up past midfield to start this possession. And if they can get their hands on the ball after this kickoff, then there's a good chance that they could bring the ball up past the 50 if it gets into the right hands.
Well, we'll see what Jenner Samoya does this time. He's had twice, kicked it out of bounds both times. Now they've moved from the 40-yard line back to the 30. So we'll see what he can do this time. But with 10:21 to go in the fourth quarter, it's 36-14 in favor of the O'Gallie Commodores as they look to try to win the Class 3A District 8 championship.
So now Samoa sets it up right. Instead of laying it on the ground like he has all game, he sets it up like a regular kick, and he'll boot it away. It's going to be a pooch kick, and it's going to go nearly out of bounds again.
He must have caught it and stepped out of bounds by mistake.
Yep. It looked like the Merritt Island returner wanted, it looked like that was number 22? That's Alex Hernandez, who grabbed that ball to return it. And it looked like he wanted to turn upfield, but there was 3, 4, 5 Commodores right on top of him.
So the Mustangs behind, as you see the screen, 36-14. The O'Gallie Commodores on the top. We're at the 29 mark here in the fourth quarter. Excuse me. Merritt Island Mustangs now running back in the backfield. That's Alex Hernandez. Handoff, Verpel keeps it, and he's slammed to the ground right at the line. Maybe a yard on the play. It'll be second down. We'll call it 8.
Verpel got up slow again after that hit.
He's been taking a lot of hitting.
And that's one thing, Orville, that you got to think about is the playoffs are next week. You don't want to put your quarterback in jeopardy with under 10 minutes left in this game. There's still plenty of time left to potentially come back, but definitely don't want to put your quarterback in harm's way.
Shotgun position for the Mustangs. Man in motion coming to the near side. Here's the snap. Verpel wants to throw. Now he's on his horse. He's going to keep it 40, 30, 45, 50. Out of bounds at the 45-yard line of O'Galley. That'll be a first down. Verpel with the legs. He does it again and picks up 15 on the play, and it'll be a first down for the Mustangs.
On some of these plays, Verpel has no choice but to scamper as the back end of O'Galley's defense playing that man-to-man coverage. They've been all over the receivers for the Mustangs.
First and 10, ball at the 45. Handoff to the running back. Gets around the corner. Knocked out of bounds about the 43. Be second down and long for the Mustangs. Well, they give him 3 on the play. Oh, they keep walking. They give him 3 on the play. It'll be second and 7. Alex Hernandez in the backfield for the Mustangs. He's the running back. One receiver wide right, one receiver on the top, wide left. Merritt Island's got to go to the air, and Verpel will throw it.
That was nearly intercepted. That was number 13, Kiani Guardo, back there on the coverage, who got a hand on it but could not come down with it. And this is a big third down right here because it's 4-down territory the rest of the game, Orville, so you wouldn't mind picking up 6 or 7 to get it to 4th and short if you have the ability to. You don't need it all right now.
3rd and 7 for the Mustangs. Verpel from the shotgun. Verpel wants to throw. Man coming across. We're going to have a flag here, I'm sure. There it comes. Ramir Davis, the defender for O'Galley, hit the intended receiver, and that was Deshaun Thomas before the ball got there. Knocked him on his feet, and they're going to throw a flag against the O'Galley Commodores.
Yeah, easy call, pass interference. Davis got there about 2 beats early, and honestly, had Deshaun Thomas caught that ball, he would have been short of the first down marker. Davis would have been able to wrap him up, and that would have made it 4th and short, potentially. So, make it 1st down and 10 from the 27.
Here's the snap for Verpel, looking. Now he's running. He still can throw, and he does at the 5-yard line and drop. Keith Hamilton with the catch that time for Merritt Island. And that will definitely be a first down.
That's the touchdown that they needed right there.
Yep, there it is.
So make it a touchdown in a matter of about 1 minute and 30 seconds, which is about how fast.
Here you'll see the replay.
Merritt Island needed to score.
In the end zone, touchdown.
Great job right there by Keith Hamilton to move into an area where only Verpel is able to see him. So they're going to go for 2 now to potentially make this a 14-point game.
This comes at the 8:35 mark. Verpel in trouble, is running for his life. Now he throws it, and Did he catch it? Let's see. Yes, he does. Holy mackerel, what a catch. And that was his favorite target, Deshaun Thomas.
It was, and I'll tell you right there, that's a play where it looked pretty much dead and gone, and the patience of Verpail to see his man open, although Gallie defenders got a little caught with ball watching, and Deshaun Thomas finds the open spot, makes a tremendous catch.
3 defenders on him, went up and made the catch. Verpail put it the only place that he could catch it, and he went up and got it. And he's letting him know it, and a great catch by number 8, Deshaun Thomas. A heck of a throw by Kevin Verpail. So now you take a look at the State Farm Insurance scoreboard, 36-22. Look for an onside kick here.
Absolutely. It's that time of the game that you need any extra possessions you can get, and down 2 touchdowns with 8:35, there's plenty of time to still come back in this game, but your defense hasn't been able to stop the O'Gallie run, so we'll see how that plays out. But just like you called it, Orville, be watchful of the onside right here. Liam Miller, the kicker for Merritt Island, is an exceptional kicker, and he can lay down some onside kicks.
We'll see. Everybody's on the far side. Here's the kick. He'll kick it to the near side and
jumps right into the hands of TJ Monroe, but it looks like they're going
offsides for Merritt Island. They're walking it back.
They are. I would suspect that Coach Sands would have a say-so of declining that penalty and just taking the ball where he caught it, but I guess not. So I guess they'll try this onside again.
Yeah.
And honestly, it took a pretty nice bounce. If you are the coverage team for the Mustangs, you had an opportunity there with a very precarious bounce to pick that ball up, and now your offense is back on the field. But O'Gallie looks ready for the onside, but we'll see if they really are.
Different formation this time. Miller, he'll kick it, and it'll go deep.
Yep, right up the middle. It is Corbin, and he's going to reverse field once again. Slips up the middle, takes a hit, but is able to keep fighting for yards. My goodness.
They're going to stop him at the 46-yard line. Great run for Corbin to bring it back, puts O'Gallie in great field position. 36-22 with 8:21 to go here in the fourth quarter. This game is for the Class 3A District 8 Championship. Next week we'll find out, I guess, who makes the playoffs and who goes and who doesn't. Who goes and where does they go?
You know, it'll be very interesting because Titusville is creeping into that playoff picture as well, and they're playing some really good football right now. Covered them last week in the Hudson Trophy Bowl against Astronaut, and they played one heck of a game, winning that one 37-3. So,
man in motion going to the far side. Handoff. The quarterback keeps it as Larisi. He's at the 50, 45, 40, still on his feet. 20 all the way down to the 17-yard line. Can this guy run or what? First down, O'Gallie.
You know, I'll tell you right now, when Larice finds any type of way to bounce it outside, you cannot let him see the vision outside, or he's going to pick up 10, 15, 20 yards plus. You mentioned it ahead of the game, Orville. He's averaging 8 yards, 10, 12 yards a carry on every play. So you cannot let this guy get outside, and Larice does it once again, but we're going to have a Commodore down.
Yeah, he was trying to get off the field. He was motioning, hitting his helmet that he wanted to come off, and nobody saw him, so he just laid down. Got a cramp. I think that's another 72, I believe.
Yeah, it is. That's number 72. Joa Thomas, big offensive lineman for O'Gallie.
Good thing is it's just a cramp. He'll walk off on his own, and he does. But in the timeout, we want to thank a couple of our sponsors. Health First, Eastern Florida State College, All Points, Auto Expo 95, Erdman Automotive, Goods and Paving of Cocoa, also Renegade Underground of Cocoa, Al's Trophy Shop, Space Coast Tire, Florida Master Temp Heating, and Cooling. 1st and 10 for the O'Gallie Commodores.
And if you're Gallie, you're not in any hurry to snap that ball. They'll let it run all the way down, probably to 1 second before they snap this ball.
Richardson with the ball. Breaks a tackle behind the line of scrimmage. Breaks another tackle. And they finally drag him out of bounds, but not before he breaks 2 tackles. Straight arms one of the defenders. And all that running gets him nothing. No gain on the play. They actually lost 2 yards on the play.
The O'Gallie coaches were a little bit upset at the end of the play. They thought that there was a horse collar as Richardson was slung out of bounds. It was not called, but out of bounds is not where you wanted to go. You want to stay inbounds and let that clock run if you are O'Gallie. But where they're at on the field, if they do not convert this 4th down, Orville, Merritt Allen's going to have 85-plus yards to go. And matter of fact, they do call that horse collar.
Oh, there it is.
So move the ball up and place it at, I believe, the 10-yard line. So penalty will stand. And it's going to be a handoff up the middle. Richardson trying to bully his way towards the 5-yard line. If he's going to get stood up and is able to pick up the 1st down, I believe. He's right at the marker. So give it 3 yards. Oh, they're going to say 3rd and inches. And they're going to take an official's timeout right now. So both sides will head to their sidelines, and it will be an official's timeout. Well, actually, it looks like the referees called for an official's timeout to bring the chains out. It is around the time for a water break, but the players don't want a water break, Orville. They want to play.
Absolutely.
So chains will be brought out and see if this is a 1st down or it will be 3rd and probably a couple of inches. And they're going to say it's a 1st down by the tip of the football. Donovan Richardson got the 1st down. So 1st down O'Gallie, and they will march inside the 7-yard line. Call it the 6-yard line with under 7 minutes left in this ball game. Merritt Island needs a stop now. And this will be a huge stand if they can stop the Commodores from getting in the end zone. Clock running. First and goal from the 6.
Man in motion going to the far side, gives it to him. Excuse me. Touchdown, that's TJ Monroe. And we got a flag. We got a couple Merritt Island Mustangs and O'Gallie Commodores going at it at the goal line.
Yeah, nice little pooch pass right there on the sweep. They've done that to TJ Monroe a couple of times, and the speed is hard to stop when they get outside.
So Monroe gets a 5-yard touchdown run.
Touchdown is good. After the play, it's going to be a personal foul on O'Gallie. So Merritt Island can elect to have that tacked on the kickoff, or they can tack it on the extra point, and it looks like they're going to tack it on for the kickoff. So O'Gallie will go for the 2-point conversion, as we have seen all night long. This to make it a 44-22 game.
Donovan Richardson in at the running back position. Larice keeps the ball, throws it quickly into the end zone, falls short, and it will be incomplete. That will leave the score 42-22. And that comes at the 6:33 mark here in the fourth quarter. Gallie driving down, scoring again, two first downs on the play, and then a 5-yard touchdown run by T.J. Monroe. 2-point conversion, no good. And we stand at 42-22. So what do you think there, Coach?
You know, this is the worries that I think Merritt Island had coming into this game. Is we know Gallie's a run-heavy team, but they got some guys who can really, really run the ball. And Xavier Larice and Xavier Corbin are game breakers, but it's been some other guys. It's been T.J. Monroe. It's been Donovan Richardson who have been able to effectively run the ball on the Mustang defense. And that's going to be an area of concern heading into the playoffs for this Mustang defense is, can we stop the run? Because the offense, Kevin Verpale and company, they can put up points, but the defense is going to have to do their job in order for this team to make it far into the playoffs.
Well, Richardson has 2 touchdown runs for Gallie. Corbin has 2. Gabriel Player with a defensive touchdown. Intercepted a ball that he blocked from the quarterback, caught it in the air, took it in 94-yard back the other way for a touchdown. And then T.J. Monroe gets his first touchdown of the night, his 6-yard touchdown run. And we stand at 42-22 with 6:35 to go here in the ball game. Like to remind everybody, well, here we go. They're going to kick it off. It's going to be.
It was number 22. That was Alex Hernandez on the return, but number 25, William Cohan of Gallie, shot out of a missile right there, Orville,
yeah,
and made that tackle.
Yeah, he didn't get much on the return, but we will see the Merritt Island Mustangs 1st and 10. They're going to put the ball at about the 44-yard line. And they're going to play on the far hash mark. Doesn't give them much room on the left side to run it.
It does not. Kevin Verpale and company, they're going to have to score quick, and those onside kicks are going to have to be fast, and they're going to have to complete them.
Alon Adams, the running back for Merritt Island. Verpale, the quarterback, shotgun, man in motion. Verpale keeps it, being chased, throws it, and it's good at about the 47-yard line. And the intended receiver, Kamar Fielder, and he makes the catch. That should be enough for a first down. No, excuse me, second down now for the Mustangs. Ball setting at the 44-yard line.
Fielder does the right thing, gets out of bounds, stops the clock.
Verpale now looking at second down and short. 1 yard to go for a first down. They need to get to about the 44-yard line. Here's the snap from the shotgun. Verpale wants to throw, and he does. Incomplete pass.
It was intended for Kamar Fielder, and it was just out of his reach. Captain Roll, freshman cornerback for Gallie on the coverage. It looks like he's going to be penalized for a pass interference.
And they'll walk off a first down for the Merritt Island Mustangs. That'll take it down to about the 32-yard line. That'll be a first down for the Mustangs. 1st and 10 from the 32. Verpale ready to go. He's yelling at the yard marker guys to get going. He's wanting to get started. Running back for the Mustangs, Alon Adams.
Gallie stacking the box.
Uh-oh.
Snap goes over his head. Verpale has to just dive on it. And that is a crucial, crucial error.
All the way back to the 47-yard line.
That is a crucial error at this part in the game.
They'll mark it at the 50.
So absolutely big time error right there, as that'll make it second and about 30.
Yeah. Verpale wants to throw, throws quickly. Ball's knocked up in the air.
And guess who it was, Orville? It was Gabe Player once again.
He's trying to do it again.
And he nearly did right there. Gabe Player very, very active. And Gallie, they've disguised their blitz very, very well. They've dropped back in coverage. They've brought corners off the side. They've been able to get pressure on Verpale, making it tough for him to see the lanes to throw to his receivers. And that time, Player in the right position.
Empty backfield for Merritt Island now. Quarterback in the backfield all alone. Here's the snap. Verpale wants to throw. Now he's going to have to run it. He's going to. Now he throws it.
So because of how far back Verpale was, it actually was not as big of a gain as you thought it would be, because they had third and a mile. So
Dontavius Robinson with the reception.
I'll make it 4th and 15, Orville.
And you got to go for it.
Yep.
Wide left for Merritt Island will be Kamar Fielder. Wide right will be Keith Hamilton. Man in motion going to the far side. Here's the snap. Verpale's got to throw it in a hurry, and he does. Into the end zone, almost intercepted by James Gnor of the O'Gallie Commodores.
I believe that was intended for number 3, Keith Hamilton, for Merritt Island, but it does not.
Merritt Island's 4th time that they tried it on 4th down, and they failed on all 4 times. They'll turn the ball over to the O'Gallie Commodores. This will come at the 5:06 mark here in the 4th quarter, with the score 42-22.
Yeah, deep pass does not work there.
No.
On the connection, and right now I think O'Gallie's thinking we can run this ball a couple times and try to salt this one away and take home a district championship.
So here we go, quarterback in the shotgun position. Man in motion going across. Handoff.
Right up
Donovan.
the middle. My, oh my.
All the way down to the 43-yard line, running the ball that time.
That wasn't even Donovan. That was, that's number 26.
James Aganor.
That was number 26, actually.
Oh, okay.
Juju Gonzalez.
Well, he ran the ball great.
Yeah, Gonzalez saw the hole and hit it hard. And if you're the Commodores, you're going to look at that play clock and say, hey, it's ticking at 15. We don't need to snap this ball until about 2.
Took it into Mustang territory at the 43-yard line, 1st and 10. Julius Gonzalez, the running back again. He gets it again, and he's caught behind the line of scrimmage. Jarvis Howell gets there first. And he stands back there waiting. Put the ball down here by my feet. That's where it goes.
I believe that was a timeout called by, no, excuse me, there was a flag on the play. It's a yellow flag on the yellow emblem of Merritt Island. You can barely see it, but it is a personal foul on O'Gallie. So move them back about 10 to 15 yards, as that's a huge loss. And Merritt Island saying, hey, if now you run the ball and we can try to strip and force a fumble, we're in business. But with 4:18 left in this game and the time ticking, O'Gallie's trying to salt this one away and go home on this beautiful Tuesday night with a district championship.
1st and 10, 2nd down and the bus load. 4:03 remaining here in the ball game. Quarterback Larisi in the shotgun. Here's a handoff. Monroe turns the corner, comes upfield. Is up to the 35, up to the 40. And they'll stop him there. It'll be second down. We got a Merritt Island Mustang sitting on the field, but he's going to get up on his own. That's Jarvis Howell. Just taking a little break. He's one of the defenders, been on the field for a long time.
That little pitch play, that little sweet pitch play to TJ Monroe has been successful tonight. It looked like the Mustangs were ready for it right there, not allowing him to break it for any more than about 4 or 5 yards. So they were on top of it, and that'll make it third and call it 22, 23, I believe.
Merritt Island Mustangs down 42-22 with 3:44 to go here in the fourth quarter. While we have an opportunity, Zane and I would like to thank the rest of the crew here tonight from Space Coast Daily.
Absolutely.
Gavin Keith, Beth York, Zane Garcia standing beside me, Ron Kreider, AJ on the camera, Carly Lawrence, and again, Gavin Heath down in the booth, down in the trailer, along with Carly Lawrence, pushing all the right buttons and turning all the right knobs. We want to thank everybody for all of that. I hope you have enjoyed the broadcast tonight. We're watching it on a monitor as we call it, and it looks great.
It does. This is Space Coast Daily ESPN type level, and it's beautiful.
Ron and Zach down on the field. And I'm hoping after the game we'll have a Friday Night Locker Room player of the game. But right now it's 3:44 to go in the fourth quarter. 42-22. Merritt Island Mustangs with the ball. Excuse me, Gallie Commodores with the ball.
3rd and 24.
Larisi, the quarterback. Man in motion is going to the far side, turns around and comes back this way. Larisi keeps it. And he's caught behind the line of scrimmage, and there comes a helmet. We'll have a flag, and that was big number 78. You can see him jumping up and down. He knew he messed up there. So the Merritt Island Mustangs rip Larisi's helmet off, and they're going to call the big fella to the sidelines.
Yeah, that's a play right there, kind of out of frustration.
Sure, absolutely.
You're down by 20 with 3:30 left in this ball game. And Larice and company on that offense have been able to run the ball very well. So face mask call. They're going to move that ball up 15 yards. So they're going to move that all the way.
No, it's me. Go ahead.
To the 41-yard line, it looks like.
Okay.
So both sides will talk it over. O'Gallie thinking, hey, we get the first down right here. It's pretty much ball game if you're able to get, it looks like about 8 yards, maybe 7.5 for a first down.
We'll wait and see now. I believe next week the FHSA will decide who goes where and who plays who. And I would think both of these teams will be going somewhere. One will probably be at home, being the district championship. The runner-up no longer goes on the road. It all depends on strength of schedule. So we'll see how the Merritt Island Mustangs, how their luck is. Both teams come in with a 6-win, 3-loss record. Looks like Merritt Island, if this score holds up, Merritt Island will go to 6-4. O'Gallie will go 7-3, and they'll own the district championship, Class 3A, District 8. Larisi in the shotgun, one running back beside him. Here's the snap. Larisi's going to follow his running back straight up the middle. Nobody touched him. 40-yard touchdown run by Larisi.
You cannot allow Larice to see any open field or he's going to burn you every single time. And I can tell you right now, this young man is headed to Oregon as a safety, defensive back, probably play a little of both. But I can tell you right now, Dan Lanning is thinking, hey, we can probably use him on offense as well. So don't be surprised to see Larice play both sides of the ball next year for the Fighting Ducks.
Absolutely. And he gets to wear all that cool uniform stuff, too.
He does. So it looks like they're going to attempt the field goal. They have not been able to convert on any tonight. It's been all 2-point conversions. But at a margin now of 48-22 with 3:25 left, Larice pretty much put the final dagger in the heart of the Merritt Island Mustangs with that touchdown run right there. And with 3:25 left, Orville, Merritt Island should, I suppose if I was the coach, say, hey, this game's pretty much over. Let's just keep our guys healthy. We got playoff to look forward to now. So we'll see what the Merritt Island coaching staff wants to do, but Gallie will be going home as district championships tonight, Class 3A, District 8, and they've earned it.
They absolutely have.
They've played really, really well tonight.
And, one of the things, they beat Cocoa. And Cocoa and Merritt Island went at it at the O-Dome right here. And if you watch the game, a lot of people thought Merritt Island won it.
Yep.
I watched the game, and I was one of those who thought that, but didn't come out that way. But Merritt Island gave Cocoa everything they wanted. So
Gallie is going to go for the 2-point conversion. They're lined up now with a chance to put 50 on the board. Larice takes the snap. He's going to throw end zone. It is tossed up and incomplete. It was thrown out to the side. It looked like it was Donovan Richardson.
Keith Hamilton with the coverage for the Merritt Island Mustangs knocks it to the ground. So the 2-point conversion is no good. The score stays at 48-22 with 3 1/4 to go here in the ball game. And the O'Gallie Commodores on top, and O'Gallie will kick it off to the Merritt Island Mustangs. It's been a quick game.
It has been.
I don't even know what time it is. Ooh, maybe not. I need a nap. I didn't realize it was that late.
Gallie definitely wishes they had their 3-star quarterback, Joseph Allen, for this entire season, as they feel like at full strength that they can compete with anybody in the state. But just a junior, Allen will be back next year with this squad, and Larice obviously will be gone, some other pieces, but a lot of youth on this Gallie team. Yeah.
And here's the kick, and it's going to be a squibbler. Taken at the 30-35, up to the 40, still on his feet. Steps out of bounds, and that's Keith Hamilton, number 3. And the first man there for the tackle, number 54, Barron Howard for the O'Gallie Commodores. So we'll see the Merritt Island Mustangs 1st and 10. They're going to drop the ball at the Merritt Island 40. And it'll be 1st and 10 with 3:18 to go here in the 4th quarter. Merritt Island Mustangs, O'Gallie Commodores. O'Gallie up 48-22. This game will be for the Class 3A District 8 Championship. Verpale, the quarterback in the shotgun, trips on the top. One receiver on the bottom, man in motion coming around, and it given to the running back on a pass play behind the line of scrimmage. He'll take it all the way to the 49-yard line. That's Alex Hernandez. And there comes some more flags. A lot of flags of this game.
Looks like there's a Mustang down, slow to get up. That is number 6, Kamar Fielder. And just as mentioned a moment ago, Orville, both these sides, especially with playoff opportunity ahead of them, they need to stay healthy. And I think that's the most important thing for both sides right now, is don't have any guys go down with too many injuries, as the game is in O'Gallie's hands and in control.
The officials talking about something. I didn't see a flag or anything, but they're over there talking. As you can see, they're deciding what to do. He's saying, get out of my way. But the Gallie Commodores have been dominant over the Merritt Island Mustangs tonight on the ground. I think they've only thrown 4 passes, if that.
Only 4 passes, and you got to think back to that first half. Merritt Island actually jumped out to a 14-6 lead.
Yeah.
It's been O'Gallie 42-8 over the span of the past 2.5 quarters. So unsportsmanlike on Merritt Island, and the player has been ejected. I'm not exactly sure who it was. It's going to be the big man, number 78. That's Joey Sonnenberg. He's one of their main guys, and
You know, he got in trouble a while ago. He's the one that yanked the helmet off of Larice, and now they have number 78 ejected from the ball game. The question will be, will he miss a playoff game if Merritt Island's in the playoffs?
that is a big question, because him being the anchor of that offensive line, that is huge going into a playoff game.
He's a center, isn't he?
He is the center.
Okay.
So that makes it even more massive.
Yeah, it does.
Center quarterback connection being so important, and I think most of Merritt Island, they know how important losing him could be. So trying to talk to him, keep your cool. Don't worry about this game. Let's look forward to the playoff.
And here they come. They're showing blitz, handoff, flags thrown.
So
no yardage gained on the play for Merritt Island. We'll wait and see what the flag is.
It looks like O'Gallie might have the ball. The snap went down, and both sides jumped on the ball.
They're still digging for it.
O'Gallie saying they have it, and Merritt Island does come up with that ball, but
Alex Hernandez falls on it for the Mustangs. Alex Fernandez, he's not that big a person. He was fighting against Jason Malater, who's a really big guy. So they'll sort it out, and it'll be 2nd down and 10.
Skylar Freeman, number 66, is the backup center in the game for the Mustangs, and that was a miscommunication between him and Verpale right there, which led to a bad snap and a fumble.
Here's a good snap for Verpale. Is going to be dropped behind the line of scrimmage all the way to the 43-yard line, making the stop that time.
That's number 9. That's Caden Jaquez. Jaquez was a big-time transfer from Holy Trinity, as he's been able to be really a centerpiece of this middle linebacker group for the O'Gallie Commodores. So they've enjoyed having him play the center of the field for their defense.
Ethan Holt taking a break on the sidelines for the Mustangs.
Ticking down, under 90 seconds left in this ball game. 3rd down and 17. Mustangs trying to get something on offense before this one ends. Verpale rolling back. Steps back even further. He's retreating all the way back, and that's going to be another intentional grounding, I believe. It looks like Verpale initially went outside the pocket and then went back in it, so that'll be interesting to see what the referees call. But yes, they are. The flag is dropped by the referee. It's going to be intentional grounding. So loss of down, that's going to make it 4th down for the Mustangs. And I believe he was all the way back at his own 25-yard line,
Yeah,
Orville.
he was way back there.
So you're talking now about 4th and 35. I believe Merritt Island will. If I'm the coach, I'm punting it right
That's
here.
what I was getting ready to say. I'm not going to let O'Gallie score again.
No, you don't want to let them put over 50 points on the board in this ball game.
Merritt Island is going to call a timeout and talk it over. To me, there's not much to say. You punt it away.
Yep.
You know, it doesn't do anything one way or the other.
Absolutely.
But you don't want to go for it, 4th and whatever it is, 20, and not get it, and then give O'Gallie the ball at the 20-yard line. You certainly don't want to do that, because even though they may not throw it, which they won't, they can certainly run it in really easy.
Yep. So the referees have the ball marked at the 19-yard line. The first down marker would be all the way at the opposite 40. So you guys do the math out there. That's, I believe, 40 yards. We're talking about 4th and 40 right here. Yeah, you just punt it away. Don't allow O'Gallie to have any sense of putting over 50 points on the board.
And how did Merritt Island get this way? They were flooding the defensive side of the ball with wide receivers and tight ends to give Verpeo somebody to throw to, and the 4 down linemen for O'Gallie were just crashing the boards, for lack of a better word. Verpeo, the minute he caught the ball, he was running for his life the last 3 plays. And he's not one to get happy feet, but you can't stand there and let him hit you. You got to take off running.
Yep.
And he's made some great plays from that position, but the last 3 plays has been all O'Gallie defense chasing Verpeo down.
Absolutely. So 70 seconds left on the clock, 4th and 40. Merritt Island, I believe they're set to go for it right now. You never know. Kevin could catch this ball and punt it himself, but as of right now, they are going to go.
And Verpeo's looking to throw it. He's talking to one of his receivers, hand signals. Ball in the air.
It's deep in the air, and it is incomplete. It was number 19, Roger Fettel, who was able to bat the ball away on downs for the Mustangs. So with 60 seconds, a minute on the dot left in this ball game, O'Gallie's going to have the ball at the Merritt Island 19-yard line, and I believe Sands is telling them victory formation. You get in the take a knee and
just take a knee. We don't. You don't want to do anything but that. You know, show a little class, which O'Gallie and Merritt Island both have done the same thing years past. They've always shown a little bit of class in this situation. You don't want you just take a knee. You might run around back there a little bit, take some time off the clock, and then the minute you get a defender close to you, you sit down on the ball. We'll wait and see. They got 2 of the big guys, 3 of the big guys in the backfield to protect the quarterback. And in case something happens between the center and the quarterback and the ball gets loose. They got 380 pounds back there.
Absolutely. It's number 15, Brody Grantland, checking in. Bad snap. It doesn't matter. Brody Grantland picks it up, takes the knee, and as the time ticks down.
Good to see Grantland getting a little play. This is mop-up time, but still, you have to understand that they need to touch the ball. They need to be under the lights with somebody on the other side. And that's where Coach Sands has given these guys some opportunity to do that.
So Merritt Island already lining up at midfield to go shake hands, and both sides will be headed to the playoffs, but O'Gallie is now officially crowned the Class 3A District 8 state champions. They came out and played a phenomenal game tonight. Merritt Island went up 14-6 in this ball game in the first quarter, and it was O'Gallie over the next 3 quarters outscoring the Mustangs 42-8, and just a dominant performance on the ground for really all the Commodores all around. So any final thoughts, Orville, on the performance tonight and the playoffs to come?
Well, we'll see what happens with O'Gallie and Merritt Island. We know O'Gallie will be the district winner of Class 3A District 8. The Merritt Island Mustangs are the runners-up. We don't know if they will go, what they will do as far as playoff situation is. The FHSA changed it a couple years ago. My understanding, they're changing it again for the 2026 season, and they're changing it from like there's a lot of teams in the state with only 3 teams in their district.
Yeah.
And it's very not combative at all. You know, you got Cocoa with it was Astronaut and Palm Bay. I don't know what it was this year. But, you know, you have a lot of teams that really dominant in their district. And in like Cocoa, they go and play the hardest schedule they can play to get the strength they need to get into the playoffs. But it kills a lot of teams. This way you'll have 6 teams in the district. And I would imagine they'll make it so the winner-up will be at home and the runner-up will go on the road just like it used to be. And that's the way it really worked. And it worked well. I don't know why they changed it. You know, it's always, you know, why change it if it's working well? But the Merritt Island Mustangs invite the Gallie Commodores in for the district championship here on Merritt Island at the O-Dome. The Gallie Commodores get the win 48-22. The Gallie Commodores with 19 first downs in the ball game, 7 touchdowns. We'll give you a little quick run. Guys on the field are waiting to get an interview. So for the Gallie Commodores, Donovan Richardson, number 7, had 2 touchdown runs tonight, a 22-yarder and a 7-yarder. Xavier Corbin had 2 touchdown runs, both of them 3-yarders. Gabriel Player, our favorite guy tonight from defense, knocked the ball up in the air from the quarterback, caught the pass, ran it 94 yards for a touchdown, and he almost did it again in the fourth quarter.
He did.
T.J. Monroe got a touchdown, a 6-yard touchdown run late in the fourth quarter. And then Xavier Larice, the quarterback, who's probably led the rushing game tonight, 40-yard touchdown run right up the middle. Nobody touched him. Gallie Commodore so dominant and so fierce on the ground.
Yeah, they were tonight, and I think that's more to come as they find out who they will play here soon. So stay tuned as we will announce our Friday night locker room player of the game. As Orville just read the stats, there's many different players who could receive this award, but we can't break it off into many different pieces. So we'll have to choose one guy, but all around a great performance from the Gallie running game. So thank you all, and stay tuned. And
we want to thank congratulate the Gallie Commodores for a nice district win. Congratulate the Merritt Island Mustangs. They are district runners-up, and I hope they make the playoffs because they certainly deserve it. Kevin Verpale and those guys do a great job. Liam Miller's one of the great kickers in the county. Kevin Verpale, obviously one of the top quarterbacks. But you've got some of these guys that just play with a lot of heart, and they play with a lot of soul, and they keep this Merritt Island Mustang motor going on all cylinders, and it's just amazing. The season they had, they end up now with 6-4 record. The Gallie Commodores with a 7-3 record and a district championship. So I think Zach and them are trying to get a interview down on the field, so we'll just say hello, or we'll wait on them until we get the word. But while we have an opportunity, I want to thank some of our sponsors: Health First, Eastern Florida State College, All Points, Auto Expo 95, Erdman Automotive, Goods and Paving of Cocoa, Renegade Underground of Cocoa, Al's Trophy Shop, Space Coast Tire, Florida Master Temp Heating and Air Conditioning, State Farm Insurance. There are 4 agents that are with the Friday Night Locker Room and Space Coast Daily: Alan Wester, Joe Rayleigh, Eric Ponce, and Brian West. Beef O'Brady's on State Road 524 in Cocoa, Slug-a-Bug Pest Control of Melbourne, Allstate Insurance, Jennifer DeCandio and Associates, and Sean Ferguson, Realtor, Century 21 Realtor. So we want to thank them for everything they do for the Friday Night Locker Room and Space Coast Daily TV.
yep, we're ready.
Absolutely.
All right, we're ready. Thank you very much, Orville. The Gallie Commodores are victorious here today, 48-22. I'm here with the head coach, Chris Sands. Coach, congratulations on the win and district champs. Now you move on to the postseason. Talk about this victory and a tale of two halves.
Yeah, I mean, we killed ourselves in the first half with penalties. That's why the game was the way it was in the first half. And obviously we made the huge play at the end of the half to kind of switch the momentum. But there was nothing they were doing or nothing they were doing defensively, especially to stop us. We were just stopping ourselves. So we cleaned some things up at halftime. We settled down. It was an emotional game for a lot of our guys. So once we kind of got those jitters out, we played a clean, disciplined game in the second half. And I was really proud of our guys.
Xavier Larissa, again, doing a great job once again, just as you would expect. But talk about his performance here today and leading the Gallie Commodores to district champions.
Yeah, obviously, Xavier's not a quarterback. Xavier's an athlete. And when we lost Joseph Allen at the first week, us as coaches sat down and we were like, what can we do offensively to give us our best chance to win? And having 11 touch the ball every play, was our best chance. Trent Guy, can't give him enough credit as our offensive coordinator to be able to put the offense around Xavier to be successful week in and week out. And they said this year was the year of the coaches. They said we lost too much last year and the Final Four was a fluke. But our staff is unbelievable. Our guys work extremely hard for our kids and they put our guys in the right situation to succeed, and that showed this year. Again, we lost one of the better players in the state week one, and we still figured out a way to be the top team in Brevard County right now.
The defense played outstanding in the second half. Tell me, what did you say to the guys at half, and to be able to come out with that great defensive performance in the second half and shut down one of the most prolific offenses in Brevard County?
Yeah, I mean, Marquise Ramos and Kier Guy get all the credit as our coordinators over there. Again, we just put our guys in situations to be successful. Kevin Verpel is one of the probably one of the best kids I've ever game planned around as a staff. And again, he makes some plays tonight, but our guys knew if we can kind of get him in some awkward situations where he doesn't feel comfortable, we were going to be successful. And those guys put an unbelievable game plan together. I thought they were prepared extremely well. Even when we were giving up a few things in the first half, I thought it was ourselves, whether it was lined up incorrectly or a penalty. But we settled down again and we made some plays. And again, that play at the end of the half was the turning point in the game.
Talk about that play and what you guys saw. What did you guys call in that moment? And you knew they were going to probably pass the ball right in that situation.
So it wasn't me. It was our coordinators. They called a cover zero blitz. As an offensive guy, it kind of wearies me when I see cover zero, but those guys know a lot more than me, and that's why they're around us and coaching our guys. I say it all the time. I don't know half the football some of the guys know on our staff, and they put that scheme together. And obviously, we felt like they were going to go there, and we worked it all week where Gabriel was going to get his hands up and tip the ball. We weren't expecting him to pick it off after, but at the end of the day, obviously that kid made a play, and only a sophomore, never played defense in his life before this year. Again, our coaches coached that guy up, man, and obviously he's one of the better players in the county right now.
Coach, as you turn towards the postseason now, you don't know who you're going to play quite yet, but you finished 7-3, and you guys finished strong with a big victory here tonight. What do you want to see from your team as you get ready for the postseason and to be successful and to go where you guys want to go?
Yeah, I mean, we finished 7-3, but we lost to the number one team in the state in Vero Beach, Atlantic, who's a top 10 team, and then TFA, who's a national team. So we put our schedule together this year to prepare us for the playoffs. Didn't matter who we played. We just knew we had to find a way to beat really good teams. When we went to the Final Four last year, we felt like those guys were battle-tested a little bit more than us. So we knew regular season-wise we were going to put our kids in really awkward situations, against a lot of talent to see how they reacted. We weren't expecting to lose our starting quarterback the third play of the season, but again, that all the credit to our guys on our staff to get our guys prepared, and again, hopefully we will be prepared for the playoffs.
Head coach Chris Sands, victorious here today, 48-22, as the Gallie Commodores are the Class 3A District 8 champions as they get ready for the postseason. So for Zach Clark, for our whole entire team at the Space Coast Daily, we thank you for everybody for watching here on Space Coast Daily TV, Orville Susan, and great Zane Garcia, Beth York, AJ, obviously Ron and Carly and Gavin doing a great job with the production here tonight, and we look forward to the playoff. And stay tuned to spacecoastdaily.com for more coverage of the high school sports playoffs and as we get ready for the postseason. Thank you very much for Zach Clark and Merritt Island. Gallie victorious 48-22.